I think I just hit the button.
What button?
The mommy daddy button.
Uh-huh. What's that, the belly button?
All right.
Hey, you guys. Guys.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, it's Friday.
Friday.
Uh-huh. It's Friday. And actually, I was up in Walnut Creek yesterday. Real quick, before I forget, subscribe to the channel. I always forget. Leave a thumbs up. You hear the rooster?
Leave a thumb at this point. Does it matter? Leave a thumb.
Technically, it really doesn't matter, but I don't know.
You still want more thumbs up than thumbs down, but it doesn't really matter.
No. As long as you don't give us the finger. Although, you know, we don't care about that either.
Proctologist. And I guess that's your job, you know.
Today is Frankenstrat Friday. That's right, Clayton. Right off the bat, man. Man, what was I just even saying? I don't even remember.
Nothing. You haven't said anything yet.
I went up to Walnut Creek yesterday, real quick. I was at Guitar Center.
Oh,
that's what it was. I was going to talk about some of that coming up as well. I bought something which I'll unbox right here on the channel, I guess. And David Ennis, you're the man. Dan Halen, Ed Dana, Charlie S, John BL. See you tomorrow night, man. No, so I was buying something at Guitar Center yesterday, and this friend of mine said, "Oh, tomorrow's Friday, isn't it?" You know, said that to me, and I'm like, "Yeah." And the guy behind the counter is like, "You know what Friday? You know what it means?" He said it means love.
Friday?
It means Freya or Freya. Free. Somebody in the chat has to know. Freya?
What a letdown of a story.
Freya Day?
Dude, yeah. I honestly
it means
thought,
Love Day.
No, I honestly thought you were going to be like, you know what the guy behind the counter said? Hey, Johnny, tomorrow's Frankenstrat Friday. That's what I thought. You said it. You were never mind.
No, this was in the DJ section. This wasn't in the section.
Oh yeah.
All right. So anyway, everybody, it's 5:12 somewhere on May 24th, 2019. David Nesdall's here.
Yes.
There he is.
I'm here.
Jay Hannon is also here.
Here with us.
There he is. Look at that. Awesome. Oh yeah, where's mine? There it is.
It's so nice. It's so nice. It's so nice.
Hey, how green is that? How green is the green on that clip lock?
It's almost yellow. It's because the new ones are not the same color green as the old ones.
Because that's what I was going to say. I went to DiMarzio's website today and clicked on the picture of the green one, and it looks super green.
It's not only super green; it's almost yellow.
No. I'm talking about the one on their website, and then I see pictures from other sites, and it looks more like the color of yours.
Yeah.
So they must be
really think
older.
No, or they're photoshopping and fixing the color.
Did they used to be more vivid?
Yeah, they were green. They were greener. They were a little darker.
Yeah,
a little bit. By the way, happy belated birthday to BenCoombs.
Oh, happy birthday, Ben.
Hey, happy birthday, man. What's the magic number?
Let's wait until he answers in the chat. Let's not say anything.
Scott Nickerson, you're right, man. You're definitely seeing it. He's happy.
Vinny says that today's the anniversary of OU812.
Yes. Let's see, 31 years?
Sounds about right, yeah. Sammy posted a picture of him and Eddie today on social media.
I saw that.
Yep.
I didn't.
It was the picture of them on the airplane, probably in the very early stages of the 2004 reunion.
Oh. I did see that then, but I didn't see that. I thought it was yesterday I saw that.
It might have been. I thought I saw it today, but whatever. Every day ties into itself now. It's one day.
I know there's a guy on Facebook that gets really upset with me every time I post good morning or good night, you know, because he's like, Johnny, And if you guys see the posts, you'll see this guy in the comments like all the time. It's like, Johnny, the internet never closes. You know, don't even bother saying good morning because people are already up. You know, it's like 24 hours. And the guy really gets upset when I do that. So I'm thinking this guy's nuts.
Yeah, how much energy is he spending that with that driving him crazy?
It's all the time. All the time.
I wonder if tell me who it is after the show, and I'll see if if him and I are friends, and I'll start doing it too. I'll start doing it at 5 in the afternoon. Good morning.
Well, it's always morning somewhere. It's always 5 in the morning. You know, it's always 5. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, like everybody says. You know, Cameron Brown. Hey, dude.
Hey, Cameron.
What's up, dude?
Yeah. Nightbot. Yeah. Let's see if we can get 100 thumbs ups.
Yeah.
But yeah. Facebook is weird, man. I used to think I was more safe over there. Like I could post anything, you know. And I guess this was a few years ago now, kind of before this started, you know, rolling, you know, doing this kind of stuff. But now I'm thinking Facebook is just as crazy as the open internet anywhere, you know, no matter who's on there, you know.
Yeah, I'm not I try to stay off of Facebook as much as possible now. Like it's basically Twitter and Facebook. I try to stay away from as much as possible, just because it's just people's opinions, and everybody has an opinion. That's the great thing about social media, is you can post your opinion and express your feelings about stuff. But also the worst part about that is reading people's, and it's like everybody thinks that their opinion actually matters and is important. And I'm like, oh God.
I thought about you today, though.
Ooh.
Yeah. Also, you guys,
hit this button fast enough.
You guys, everybody watching this, we like guitars. We love guitars. Okay, real quick. I thought about you because I was driving home. I was stuck in traffic. Santa Cruz traffic on a Friday is unbearable. You know, it's like LA traffic. But I was listening to the radio, and apparently there was a video. We won't get into it too much, but there was a video posted that everybody retweeted today, and it turned out to be fake. Did you hear about this?
No.
There was a video. Let's just say it's political, and it was somebody giving a speech, and somebody doctored the video, and they slowed it down to make it sound like they were drunk.
Oh wow!
And so I thought about Jay, because you're always slowing down these videos. We sound like we're just blasted.
Yes,
right.
Especially you, man.
I'll be getting this video clip back tonight. You know, all slowed down.
Oh yeah, for every one of us.
You know?
Not only slowed down for me, but I'll have like one of these fake, one of those.
Well, that'll be the screenshot
faces.
now.
Yeah.
Well,
so Bobby Lopez says Philip McKnight mentioned that I give him guitar lessons. Yes, I do from time to time. Actually, more or less bass lessons, but you can either way. I think I gave him one guitar lesson and a couple bass lessons.
That's cool. Thank you, Philip. I heard that. I just happened to tune in as he was saying that. So that's very cool. Thank you, man.
So if anybody doesn't know what we're talking about with the whole slowdown thing, I'm sure everybody does, but just
everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Go after the
if you're not on Twitter, you know.
After the show is done tonight, either take this one or go to a different one and just hit that little gear on the bottom right corner of the YouTube video. And you can change the speed to, what is it? You can speed it up to like 1.25 and 1.5, and then slow it down 75%, 50%, 25%. And usually like 75 and 50 are just, that's where it's at.
And
it's just so funny, man.
Can you do that when you're live?
I think it'll take 5 hours to get through the show.
You can do that while you're live.
Wow.
I just slowed the video way down. Let me see if I can speed it up.
When are we live? Now. When did this happen? Then.
How come I can't hear it?
Hear what?
That.
Which is this?
This.
There.
That. When are you?
Can you hear that?
Well, Spaceballs.
It's slightly sped up, but yeah, it's kind of weird when it's live, I guess.
Oh, so go to 1.25 and speed it up so it's actually before we actually say things.
That would be really cool.
Yep.
Okay, if I can hear myself say something before I say it, that would be amazing.
So it doesn't quite if it's totally live, you know, then it might be Memorex, but it doesn't quite work. But if you're behind a little bit, it works.
Right. John Beale wants you to explain those pickups in that white guitar, Johnny.
Let me grab it real quick.
The guitar, right?
Shouldn't the triple humbucker be the trumbucker? A trumbucker? No.
Trumbucker. Okay. So what was it? You wanted to see the pickups?
He wants you to explain them.
Explain them? It looks, well, the way I've got it now, you can tell it's two different pickups. But normally if it's like, you know, a humbucker and a single coil of the same pickup, it'll look like a triple coil pickup, which they do exist. It's just, it's not this. You know, they call them, I think they call them the mother bucker, I think. But this is a Seymour Duncan 59. This is an old Fender Squier. Actually, one of the first pickups of my first guitar right there. This might be a DiMarzio, I think. But this is my first Hamer Phantom, first one I ever got, and the bridge it's caving.
Ooh,
it needs to be. I think I need to get the wood just like taken out and a block put in. I think.
But you won't do that.
Well, it just needs to be doweled. It just needs to be doweled.
It's been doweled.
Oh. Well,
like maybe twice. I doweled it myself one time, and then I took it to a guy and he doweled it. And I'm playing the guitar, and I'm noticing it's slightly going a little out of tune. What's going on? And I look down, and the post is like,
oh,
yeah. If you go back on the channel here, you can see the videos of me playing this guitar, and there might actually be. Here we go. A little caffeined up. Is this video is too fast right now, isn't it? What was I gonna say? Years, you know, 10 years ago, before YouTube did live streaming like what you guys are watching right now, there used to be other platforms called like Justin TV, and what was the other one? Anyway, I used to live stream on Justin TV 10 years ago. And, you know, that was back when I had maybe 1 or 2 people watching. You know, if I was lucky, 1.
Do you know who that 1 or 2 persons is?
I know who one of them was.
You? On the other... And the other one was your wife in the other room.
Yeah.
Hey, honey, we got 2 people watching.
I know. No. When I used to go over to Soundwave Studios in Oakland, I used to live stream our rehearsals and recording sessions in the Old Testament rehearsal room.
Great band.
Which became the Third Eye Blind room, and then after that, it was this friend of mine's room. And if you go back on the channel here about 10 years, you'll find a bunch of videos of me in the studio, you know, rehearsing and recording. That was that studio. And if you see in the background, you know, you'll see a laptop sitting there, and that laptop would be live streaming the whole thing over Justin TV or Blog TV. And a lot of those videos I ended up downloading, and they're on the channel here. The quality is just the worst, you know. I don't know why I'm talking.
Oh, you mean like video quality, not like content quality?
Yeah. No, the audio was terrible.
Yeah. You
guys think this audio sucks. This is amazing compared to that. You know. So
well, Devester, I hope I'm saying your name right. I apologize if I'm not.
Davester. How about Davester?
Devester.
When I first saw it, I thought it was Devastator, like the Transformer, and I was like, "Ooh, Davester." Sorry, Dave. I'm such an idiot, man. I'm done. I'm leaving, guys. You enjoy the rest of the show.
See, no, it's just that guitar players don't read. It's okay.
I can't even read music.
We don't read. We don't read manuals.
I can read
No.
music.
I don't read manuals.
No, I'm not talking about music. I'm talking about regular English.
It's funny. The only member of my band that can read music is the drummer. Everybody else is like, what?
And he's probably just reading his rudiments.
Well, he knows all that. He knows it's crazy. I want him to start uploading videos of him doing all the rudiments and different exercises and stuff. But he's like, dude, I don't care. I can do them. I don't care what if people watch me do it.
I went to the bathroom earlier and I uploaded and then I downloaded.
At the same time, would you? Oh,
just a little bit one before the other.
But he said he went back a few minutes. Dave DeVester. Hope that's his name.
Mm-hmm.
He said he went back a few minutes and put it at 1.25 speed, and it sounded like we were on crack.
Yeah, it's fun stuff, huh, DeVester?
I like DeVester better, man. Can I still call you that?
DeVester better.
Oh, well, there's DeVester and then there's Samamimi.
Sam Amai. Phil Moselli music.
Cameron Brown, man, I can't wait to get you on here so we can talk about your John Suhr guitars and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Let's get that to happen.
When is that?
Well, I don't know. I'm free next week.
Mm-hmm.
I think we are, right?
I'm free next week. I think. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. We'll do it, man. Hardwood Steaks. Hey, Johnny Beane. I saw your retweet on the Van Halen 79 record store signing. I think Noel Monk is wearing the gold sweatshirt. Did you see that? Yes, I did see that. And yes, you can see Noel Monk in one of the pictures. Or a couple of them.
Did you guys see Derek Sherinian's video today?
No.
It was today.
Is it him playing Eruption on the piano? On
yes,
the keyboard?
Him playing Spanish Fly.
Oh, that I saw that months ago.
Oh,
maybe,
really?
Maybe even last year. Yeah.
I'm an idiot. I thought it was new. Never mind then.
I think he's played Eruption. I think he's played maybe Unchained, maybe. He's done a lot of different ones. And originally, he's actually from here.
From your living room?
He's actually from this
right there.
The town that I'm in right now. He's actually from here.
He's from right here, man.
Because we were messaging one day, a long time ago, and he was telling me how he grew up around here, and he still visits the area, So
you
that's
see him
very
playing with
cool.
your chickens outside, tucking them in. Hey,
Yeah.
Derek, you tuck them in tonight? I'm doing a show.
Man, speaking of that, a deer happened to leap over the fence and was in the yard with the chickens today.
Was it a doe?
A deer?
Yeah, it would have
A
been.
female deer?
Did
It would've
anybody?
been.
I know it happened to you, Dave. When Johnny just said that, did that go through your head? Anybody
Absolutely.
In the chat?
Singing that whole song. I was about
Yep.
to sing the whole goddamn song.
Uh-huh. But yeah, it wouldn't have turned out like Snow White or any of that. So we had to rush out there and shoo the thing away.
What?
The deer. Doe, the deer. The female deer.
Doe!
Oh, you remember that? The Simpsons?
I used to say it way before
Yeah.
The Simpsons, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was a doe with a few bucks. Couple 20s.
I guess so. Okay. Real quick. I'm going to get this over with real quick, and then we can do whatever. I went up to Guitar Center yesterday, and is Sully Dude in here?
But I'm bummed.
Mm-hmm. Sully Dude, if you're in here, if you happen to watch this on playback, man, thank you again so much for the Guitar Center gift card. Sully Dude sent me this gift card. Oh, it's been at least, let me just say, it's been in my wallet for at least a year, maybe two. And I finally, huh?
Never mind.
What? right
Usually
next to
somebody says something's been in their wallet for a year or two. You're like, hey, I'm not getting any, huh?
Yeah, you better not use that one.
Yeah, you better throw it in the garbage.
Yeah.
Jimmy Bitter says he's been looking for a Wolfgang. Apparently, the one he wants isn't available. The Wolfgang he's speaking of is the Wolfgang special with P90s from the Without You video. Yeah, the only way you could have gotten one of those is if you ordered one from the PV custom shop. Near the end of Eddie's tenure there, they had a custom shop where you could have any type of Wolfgang you want made.
It was like in 2000, 2001, 99, 2000, I think.
Yeah, maybe a little earlier. Yeah.
I remember seeing them back then. I think the website, there was a site dedicated. Actually, there still is. There's a Wolfgang website for PV Wolfgangs, and it has all like, Yeah.
So Jimmy, if you ever get one of those built, you're gonna want to have you're gonna want it to be a mahogany body, because basically what Eddie did there was he made a Wolfgang special, like a Les Paul like a Junior or special. So it's mahogany with 2 P90s.
I played one yesterday, a Les Paul mahogany, a Les Paul special at Guitar Center. I was strumming on it, and it was cool.
Yeah, they're cool guitars. I love P90s. I just don't like the noise. I love the sound of them, but they're way noisier than regular like Fender single coils.
But the noise is cool. That's what makes it rock and roll.
Yeah, if you have a good noise gate. You don't tell me it's annoying sitting at home playing, and every time you stop.
That's a grounding issue, is what that is.
I'll give you a grounding issue. Devester, I'm going to still call him Devester. He says, how do you know someone's a really good guitarist? He'll tell you. See, I think it's the opposite. Usually when somebody's a good guitar player or good at anything, they're not going to, toot their own horn. Usually it's the guys that either A, suck but think they're good.
I think it can be both. It really depends on the person.
Yeah. Cameron Brown says, Dave, that strap behind you has a serious SRV vibe. Is it a custom shop? It essentially is a custom shop, but it's not a Fender custom shop. I had that guitar made for me years ago. That was my main gigging guitar for the last, 7 or 8 years. And long story short, I had a guitar from the Fender custom shop that looked exactly like it. I sold it, and I should never have sold it. I wanted it back. The guy wanted $7,000 for me to get it back. So I said, "You're out of your mind." So I went to 30th Street Guitars in Manhattan, and a buddy of mine owns the store. His name is Matt, and he makes relict Fender style guitars. So I gave him a wish list. I said, I want it to be a cross between Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and Steve Vai. Just burn the guitar. That'll be the Hendrix thing. So he burned it, and that face is all burnt up. The Stevie Ray Vaughan thing is the rosewood fretboard with the black pickguard, sunburst with the white pickups. But the Vai thing is the hum single hum and the Steve Vai gem wiring. So I love that guitar. It's my main player. Although you never really see me play it on here, it just, I have all these other guitars that I play too, but I love that guitar. It's never going anywhere.
Can it come off the wall and onto camera?
It can, but I probably would need to do a minor setup on it because it's been on that wall for quite some time. So how about for Tuesday, I'll take it off the wall, tune it up, set it up, and we'll talk about it a little bit.
Okay.
Right on. And real quick, I didn't finish my my thing. Oh no, it's cool. So yeah, Sully dude, if you're watching this, thank you again, man. He sent me a gift card for Guitar Center. Let's just say 2 years ago or something. Oh, and it was in my wallet for a long time. That's how we. Okay. And so I was over there, and I've been having problems with these headphones. If you guys have noticed, I've been like, oh, they're cutting out, whatever. So I got a pair of these.
All right.
Right there. And I don't know if they suck or not, but regularly they're $100, and at Guitar Center they're on sale for Memorial Day for like $30.
You can't go wrong. Tascams, they're nice.
So I whipped out the gift card. Thanks again to Sully, dude. And yeah, so I figured I'll try them, you know, see how they are. And also, I bought a couple sets of strings, and I joined the string club. And this is not a commercial. This is not a commercial, you guys.
No, that's not the. This is the one I wanted. Chicken the tight pants got to you, huh?
Well,
hey, do you want to join the? She's picking up something on the floor behind the counter. Hey, do you want to join the string club? Like the G string club. Yeah.
That's very funny.
The thing is, man, there was some dude in there shredding, like some guy, was shredding, for his girlfriend, although she could care less. She was staring at her phone while he was shredding away, right? So I couldn't really hear, I wanted to buy the strings, and the person behind the counter says, "Hey, do you want to try this?" And she was explaining to me what the deal is, and I kind of heard her, but I'm kind of like, huh? And then I'm like, she said something like discount something. So I'm like, oh, okay. And so I left there not really knowing what I signed up for. And I messaged you guys, and and that was crazy.
Yeah.
Always is. But so anyway, so after that, I messaged our friend Zipkin. Mm-hmm. And Zipkin called me back and said, "Hey, Johnny, this is the deal behind that. And it seems pretty cool, And so I'm thinking what the deal actually is. I think it's $20 a year, and you get $5 store credit towards guitar strings every month. But you have to use them every month. They don't roll over.
Yeah, so you can't go in December and just be like, oh, I'm terrible in math, but
with a huge box
in strings.
Yeah. Yeah, so you have to. So every month, every 30 days, you have to stop in, and you get $5 off. And the strings are roughly $5 a pack, $5.49, $48. So
if you do the math, I wonder if it actually works out. I mean, so how many sets do you actually have to buy per month?
Zipkin said it did. You just get just the one.
So you get one pack of strings a month.
One pack. They give you $5. And in the chat, let me know if I'm butchering this. Zipkin told me this is what's going on. He said you pay $20, and then for the next year, you get $5 store credit every month. And he said it used to be towards anything, but now it might just be strings. Well, it's called String Club, so I guess it'd just be the strings. But there's strings like this. This was like $5, $5.49 or $48 a pack. So if I go in there next month, there we go. If I walk in there next month, a set of strings would only cost me, well, let's say the 50 cents plus whatever tax is. So maybe $1.
Wait, I thought you had to spend money to get it.
No, you spend $20 ahead of time. Oh. You give them $20. She took my $20.
I bet she did.
Okay.
So wait, is there a limit of strings? So can you buy 10 packs at 50 cents a piece?
No, I don't think so. Where's my receipt?
Because if you ask me, you gave them $20 already. That's paying for 4 packs of strings ahead of time.
I still don't understand what I did.
Neither do I.
Zipkin, are you watching us? Do you want to call in?
Amanda, get 9 packs of strings for
it just
1 penny.
Well, what it is if you buy a pack of strings, a month for all 12 months, you end up coming out ahead because it's 12 packs of strings for $20 plus 50 cents a pack.
What Zipkin was explaining to me was he was saying, most people sign up for that and they never come back. Basically, Guitar Center made something like this to make you come back into the store, you know, and obviously to get you to come back, you know, you might see a guitar, you know, or whatever. But what Zipkin was saying was most people, they sign up for this and they might show up, you know, 3 times the next year and lose, you know, all that credit because they just don't go back. You know, but he said if you go up, you know, as long as you go up, what, 5 to, if you go up 4 times, 5 times, whatever it is, then everything after that is you know, bonus. You know.
Mm-hmm. And how far away is it from your house?
I've got several. I'm surrounded by guitar centers.
So where's the closest one?
Closest one I think would be in Gilroy, which is I don't even know. John BL. How far minutes? Is that from where I am?
15 minutes? Like how?
Longer than that. Longer than that.
Really?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just trying to do the math and say, like, okay, if you buy a box from like juststrings.com or something,
right? Yeah.
$4 or whatever, 3 something, $4 a pack. If you order enough strings at once, if you get like a box of 10 or even 20, is that a better deal? I like not leaving the house. So
I like to leave the house. I love getting out there, you guys.
I got these. I got 12 packs of these for free. Just saying.
What, you wore a big coat that day?
What? Excuse me? No, it was a belated birthday gift from a friend.
Oh,
yeah,
awesome. Yeah, Guitar Center, Stevens Creek Boulevard. Anthony, how far is that from Soquel, California? I would say without traffic, you know, that Guitar Center is roughly 45 minutes away.
Damn.
So, you know.
Well, hell.
Yeah. I don't know. Either way, I got a nice card and
and a nice view for a couple minutes while she was flapping her gums.
I couldn't hear her.
That's fine. That's better.
Guitar Center, you know, the kid was like shredding away and his girlfriend's like staring at her phone like,
yeah,
you know. But hey, so yeah, I'm going to open these up and plug these in, and I know it won't make much difference with what I'm listening to now because I'm just hearing your voices, but I'll see if they work.
Well, what if it's this?
Huh?
What? Cameron Brown, I took it down off the wall for you.
This is like something out of Star Wars right here.
Oh yeah, you can fly that thing.
It actually is. That's one of those things out of Revenge of the Sith. Those okay, I'm not a nerdy guys, but you know those ships they have at the end of the movie that are carrying all those clone troopers. That's what this is. Free with purchase.
That's right. Yeah, and Tessie switch. This is one of your switches. A little white switch.
Wow. See, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, awesome.
Hey, there's Tessie switch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice of you to join us.
Tessie, are you supposed to jump in here?
Yeah, we had to push Eddie Van Halen because we thought you were coming on. He wasn't happy, but we said, hey. That's all we told him. Hey.
Yeah. Yeah, Cameron, you know, if you ever find yourself in New York, you're more than welcome to play this guitar anytime you want, or any one of these things. And yes, Tessie, this is one of yours. I don't know if you're a mama, but you are one bad mother.
Oh, man. If anybody was watching Rob's live streams from the other night, or live stream, he was showing off one of the new Keeley pedals that he sells. And he had this Gilmore tone, and he was playing some Floyd stuff, and God, even over the Facebook Live, which can really make your sound, especially music, sound crappy. It sounded awesome. Really, really good.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. I jumped into one of his Instagram things yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Sorry, I can't hear you guys for a second.
Good.
Awesome.
There it is.
Oh, these are. Oh my gosh.
Are they bad?
They're almost like it's almost like I can't hear myself from the outside.
Oh, they cancel out more noise. They're a little more
cancel
stuck to your head.
I know. Look how huge they
Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
My mother-in-law is calling me, and meanwhile, her daughter's downstairs. What are you doing?
I don't know.
I'll be right back.
Michael Collins asks, Dave, I ordered the wrong size Tessie switch. Can I exchange it for the correct one if I pay the shipping? Well, I would say yes if I owned the company, but you can ask Tessie. He's in the chat. See if he says so.
They totally cover my ears. And so, like, it traps the tinnitus, like, right in my head. So it makes the ringing louder.
Well, that's good. Not the ringing, no, but everything else good.
Mm-hmm. They're cozy. They're definitely they're cozy. Yeah, yeah. And if you guys want a Johnny Beane T-shirt, John Bowler, huh? Okay.
Sorry about that.
Oh, all good. Where's Howie? Does he want out?
John Bulwer says, Johnny Beane, check out David's World of Fun Stuff. Very good tech. He can do that up real good for you on an hour. He could do that up real good for you on your Hamer guitar.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll try that. Man, it's so weird wearing different. It's almost like I'm wearing my old headphones again. Remember those other ones that I had?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do, with the tape on them.
Yeah.
Very funny. Good
People are going to start doing to headphones what they do to guitars because of you, Johnny. They're going to start relicking headphones and putting duct tape on them. And
Bam Mozzie has a great question. He says, can you get a Tessie switch for an ex-wife? I think that's really witty. I would hope that Tessie would actually give you that switch.
Which wish we all, never mind. I don't have an ex-wife, so I don't know.
I don't know how I'm feeling about these headphones. The sound is different. They feel fine, but the sound is definitely, it's like I can't hear myself. With those other ones, I can hear myself. These, I can't hear myself at all. If I do that, I can hear myself, but I'm just distorted.
Why don't you just turn up the channel?
I did.
Are they plugged in all the way?
Are they even plugged in?
Are you plugged in?
Oh, he has to go out now. Okay. It's the latest thing is to have the ones that screw on.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's been like that for a while, I guess, but
yeah.
Well, you can always return them.
Can you return headphones?
You can return anything, man.
You can't return microphones.
Well, if you really bitch about it, maybe you could. I don't know.
Listen, I worked in 2 different music stores. You can't return microphones.
What about Amazon? Can you return them to Amazon?
Can you return Amazon?
What?
Tessie Switch says, official disclaimer, Tessie Switch does not condone violence to any ex, be it man, woman, or child.
Who? What?
I think she said she was going to stick her hand where the sun don't shine. I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
I don't know what's going on. I can't hear you guys. I don't know what's being said.
What?
Oh, I'm gonna switch back to my other ones for now. I think these are backups. No wonder they're $30.
Return them.
They're probably broken. Maybe someone broke them.
Return them.
Hey, Craig.
Tessie Switch says, "Can you imagine what kind of crap is in the Amazon return pile? What it's like when you go to Walmart and you see shopping carts full of food, perishable food, sitting there near the return section. Who knows? You know, you pick up something off the shelf. It might have been eggs, might have been sitting.
Dude, that's why you all. You guys sound so much better. These headphones are so much better. These ones.
How much are those? How much for another pair of those?
Free.
How much? Yeah, somebody sent me these. They're from some. What's the company called?
Boner.
Grotto Labs.
Why don't you just get a pair of these?
What are those?
These are fantastic. These Sennheisers. I don't like this part because it makes me look like not so much here, but here.
So you do the low bot.
Yeah.
Put them forwards.
There we go.
Number 72. Ah, shit. 27.
Those ones? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Nanu. Okay. Wait, am I John Mancuda or no? No.
I can see into the future.
Oh my gosh.
This looks kind of cool, doesn't it?
Make it so, LaForge.
LaForge?
Number 1. Just don't step in number 2.
All right. I'm going to take him out real quick.
All right. Take him out. Something funny happened last night. I was texting Dave.
On the way to the bar.
Well, we went to Thirsty Thursday just at our local Lowe's food store. Had a couple beers. But anyway, so Dave and I are discussing swirling a guitar. All right. So his phone must be programmed in like Star Trek lore or talk or whatever. So we're talking about swirling a pick guard. And I said, I didn't realize, I'm an idiot. I don't know how swirling happens, but I didn't realize if you swirl a pick guard, it could swirl like, what'd you say, underneath a clear pick guard? Is that what you meant?
You don't swirl the pick guard at all. The pick guard stays clear. The swirl is on the guitar. The pick guard goes on top of the guitar, and you see the swirl through the pick guard.
Oh. So anyway, I'm not keen on all this stuff. So I wrote, will a clear swirled pick guard scratch easily? Obviously, I had no idea what I was talking about. So Dave writes back, the same as any other pick card, but PICARD. Did your phone just automatically change it?
Yes. Yeah. Because I did the voice thing.
Oh, yeah. So I wrote, my response was Jean-Luc with a question mark. Dave wrote LOL, but I thought, man, when I saw that, I started giggling my little butt off, man.
Yeah, that was funny because that's of course that's what you're gonna think.
But you probably didn't even realize that it sent Picard. And then when you saw my Jean-Luc with a question mark,
yeah, because I was like, what the You know, I took this guitar off the wall and it was in tune.
Really?
Yep, it was in tune. The action's great. The neck did not move. This guitar is just amazing. It's insane. Look at that thing. It says Fender on it too. Here's the back. Cameron, if you're watching, here's the back of the guitar. But I guess you would know that because you could see it.
Who just asked if
Tessie said to send him the link.
Okay. Somebody asked if Tessie Switch was having a Memorial Day deal.
Sale?
Yeah. Who asked that?
I don't know.
Trying to find it. Oh yeah, Alley Cat. On Tessie Switch's Facebook says save 15% using the coupon code MEM15. There you go. All brand, no exclusions. How often do you see that? Usually it's, oh, here's a code for 15% off, and then asterisk, you know, like on select items only. It's,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's doing it right, man. Anything in the store. And he just got all those Keeley pedals in, and they're included. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This guitar, the 2 and 4 position, sounds so much like an old Stratocaster. It's ridiculous. And for those of you who want to know what pickups are in this guitar, the humbuckers are DiMarzio 36th anniversary pickups, and the middle pickup is a Gem single coil. Unfortunately, you can't buy a Gem single coil. They only come on Gem guitars. But at the time, I believe Larry Mitchell got me this because he was an Ibanez endorsee. So I believe he got me that pickup.
That's awesome. Is there, what's the comparable like DiMarzio to a Gem?
Like an HS2.
What?
A DiMarzio HS2 is probably the comparable thing.
Can you buy them now?
The HS2?
No. The Gem single coil.
No, you can get Evolution single coils.
Okay. Is it probably the same thing or no?
I would imagine it's close to the same thing. Maybe a little more sparkly. Sparkly. Maybe a little bit more.
Well, I want that.
No.
Yeah.
And Tessie is already sold out of the new DDR pedal. That's the one he was demoing the other night. And he had some killer, as Michael Smith would say, David Gilmour tone going on, man. It sounded great. He'll have more next week. Hey, speaking of the devil, look at that. Michael Smith, what's up, man?
Michael, are you home yet, Michael? Or are you still out on the road?
Michael.
If you're home, send me pictures of that Music Man, please. I've been waiting 10 days.
Someone else has been waiting 10 days too. But we won't talk about that on the air. Dave knows what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Just I'm home. Thank God I'm home. Dave, play some Kiss.
Where's that one? Oh, that one's
Kiss,
not on here. Yeah, that's the closest to it, huh?
Wait, no, there's the
I can't play it. Did my light just get darker and lighter again? Because I thought I stroked out.
I don't know. My light always changes here because of the because that stupid window.
Look at that. It's crazy.
I don't know. Leave a thumbs up, everybody. Subscribe if you're digging any of this.
Yep. Tessie said he's ready for you to send him a link whenever you have a chance.
Ready.
Michael Smith, man. It's good to see you, dude. Is everybody awake?
Sorry, I'm private messaging with Cameron Brown over here.
No. Why can't you just talk to him through here?
Well, because we're talking about what I don't want to talk about on the air.
Oh.
I'll fill you in later.
I already know it. I already know all about it.
Yeah, you do.
So on this guitar, the only thing I regret not getting is a Floyd Rose. Think I would have liked the Floyd on this a little bit better.
I don't know if I would have put a Floyd on that.
I would. But I don't want anything that doesn't have one, or at least something that resembles one on it, you know?
And if it resembles it, it better stay in tune. Right, Jay?
Yep. And it better be the right color. I can keep going.
That is that is weird.
Perfect timing. So I don't dig myself any deeper.
Isn't it rude to tune with your volume on?
I can't hear it otherwise.
I mean, that's why you need one of these. Man.
I have one. It's my phone. No, I don't like the snark.
Nobody likes a snark. Hey, Tessie.
That just sounds really snarky to even say that. I don't need to hear your negativity towards anything that will help your guitar stay in tune. What's up, guys?
Hey, man. Good to see you.
Sorry, I've been watching since the beginning of the show, but first of all, I'm all alone in my house this weekend. So last night and the night before, you guys might have seen, I did like a Facebook Live. I did an Instagram Live. And I was just showing off a couple of the pedals, and I just kind of let the phone start running and let the tones be what they were. I don't know what it's going to sound like here if you want to hear some of the pedals, but I've got a bunch of them hooked up right now, and I'll just say, like, everything that I was doing with these pedals, I was just floored by. These pedals are just dropping my jaw.
That's cool.
Yeah, Keeley stuff is amazing.
Cool. You're on a laptop, right?
I'm on a laptop, yeah.
Computer or something.
Yeah.
I would say the one thing that you might want to do is you might want to change your sound settings.
Oh yeah.
You might want to go from and where do you even do that?
Yeah,
and turn the amp volume down a little bit, because I noticed the other night, it got a little distorted in certain parts.
Oh, last night you say?
Two nights ago, I think it was.
Well, my phone was literally like
a foot away
from the amp. Let's just let me know what you think of this.
I would turn it down
slightly, maybe a tad, and then grab that.
Whoa, what is this? A freaking gig at the Whiskey? Shut up!
And then grab that floral pattern off the wall and pack it up and send it to me.
You know, when I was looking for a Gem guitar, I said the same thing. He didn't even acknowledge me.
I'll tell you what. I'll send it to both of you guys. I'll just slice it in half, and
I'll just take the neck. You can give him the body. I want the neck.
It's going in half this way.
Oh.
There you go.
Slice.
That's how you do it.
That's what you're getting. All right. What do you think about? How's this?
Better.
That's good.
Better.
I would still change your settings. I would go. You want to go up to the gear icon where it says settings, and you want to change where it says voice. You want to change that to studio, and then hit save.
Oh, gear icon, huh?
Mm-hmm. On the very top, like you know the top where you turn your camera on and off.
Your camera on and off. I'm just gonna say hell with you. I got my own damn floral pattern.
Settings. I just went into Chrome. Is that what I'm gonna do? Probably not.
Oh no. Oh, no. You want to do it on the Hangouts window itself.
Okay, dear Hangouts window, please help me find your dang.
There it is. You want to go?
Okay, default microphone.
Okay, where down below where it probably says voice right now.
It does, and you want me to have it say studio?
Have it say studio, and then hit save, and
save.
that should make it sound better.
Does that compress it or something?
Yeah. Oh.
All right. Check 1, 2.
I think it echoes though.
Tell what? Echo on guitar is cool.
Okay. Yeah. Try the guitar. Yeah, that sounds way better. Yeah. Yeah. Echo.
All right. So what if I come back here? Can you guys hear me? My voice?
Yeah.
Okay. So I got all my pedals back here, kind of by the amp. And let's see what we have. This is the that's the fuzz on what is called the dark side. It's a workstation. It's got fuzz, and then it's got modulation on the other side, which is right now. It's set to a flange, a rotary flange. So if you can here's the clean sound. I've got it just running through my 5150. So here's the rotary flange. Let me turn that up so it's a little more. Let's see, get more depth. Oh, and I can adjust the filter rate, or the basically with the peak of where the flange is with one of the knobs. It's not a super like punch you in the face flange, but it's really, really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Or then you can select from a phase univibe.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yep, I like that.
Wow.
That's a good univibe.
You've got 3. Oh, and I don't have it hooked up this way, but you can hook an expression pedal up to it, so you can control the rate or the depth of the univibe, or of the flange, or of the delay, which is a tape delay. So here's the delay.
Oh. This is my kind of stuff now, you guys. I like this.
So right now I've got it blended to where the delay is louder than the guitar. So I'm hitting the note and it's going bom bom. So you'll hear that. And on this, it's a tape delay. So there's a knob called tape head, which is I think Jay's favorite knob is tape head. And that changes the way the delay reacts. So you've got kind of between fast and slow, or I'll run through some of the settings so you can hear. Let's do a single note. It's like a really fast tape head. Ooh, let me turn the time down.
Man, I wish I could play through that right now, man. That's like my sound right there.
So
I'm digging this.
And there's 3 fuzz tones on here. It's called flat, full, or scooped. And I'm not a big fuzz person, but I've been just knocked out by this. It's so good. So let me put this back on what I think is a usable delay tone.
Oh,
excuse me.
Was that? Yeah, I was gonna say, Dave.
What my stomach feels like right now.
I like that sound a lot right there. That's
So
something I
this
would
is
use.
one, I don't know if you guys saw on Instagram, I just put up, I played Brian May's solo on We Are the Champions, right?
Mhm.
It's Bohemian Rhapsody, but you can see the tone from this pedal. I thought it was so good. I thought it was so close to like a real Brian May tone. With this guitar, I mean, why should this guitar sound like Brian May? It shouldn't, but it kind of did.
Not note for note. No. Okay, it's all right. It's okay.
You all right,
Johnny's afraid that you're playing it and he's gonna get dinged.
We might get flagged for that, but it's
I'm
okay.
done playing. That was called "We Are the Rhapsodies."
We aren't the champions.
We aren't the champions.
We're the losers.
We lost, guys. So that's the dark side. It's a very cool fuzz and delay. The next one that I was checking out last night, I think the second one I was checking out before that was called the Monterey, and it's supposed to be like a Jimi Hendrix type. So
Monterey.
Monterey.
Which is just down the street from me.
Man, this cable's giving me.
That's the cabaret.
Man, don't you have any new cables there that you sell?
Yeah, I do.
Why don't you sell yourself one?
You might get a discount.
If only I knew a guy.
Pause.
Oh. This is all right. So this is an old cable that I got from a buddy that used to work at Everly Music Company, and it has this sleeve on here that like grounds out, that shorts out the cable. Well, it came out just a little bit, and that's what was causing the noise. All right, everything's fine. So that was the dark side. This is the Monterey. So again, it's a fuzz pedal, but then on the other side, it's got like rotary, octave, and a univibe, a rotary, and sorry, let me just see. If there's somebody from the show that's texting me right now, Jay.
We're like, what? You dropped out an hour ago. Not
It's
kidding.
got an Ottawa on it, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's got an octaver on it, so we can get that really nice low octave. I'll turn the Univibe on with the octave. You can adjust how much of the octave is in there. And then the rotary.
Awesome.
Very cool sounding pedal.
Sounds cool. Now, does that ramp up to go faster?
Yeah. But I think it's something that you control with the expression pedal, which I don't have hooked up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really cool when you can control that stuff with your feet.
All right. You want to hear a synth pedal?
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Whoa. How's the tracking on that? Is the tracking, is it right on?
How's the volume?
It's good.
Yeah.
So I'll say the tracking, it's better than I've experienced with a lot of synth pedals.
Mm-hmm.
Still not perfect, but.
Mm-hmm. I know what that's like, man.
So, Rob,
Oh, awesome.
Alley Cat says, I can't decide between the 12 millimeter or the 16 millimeter Tessie switch. Why don't you help him out with that?
All right, the 12 millimeter is going to be. They're both bigger than your standard pot size pothole. But, just decide. Do you want something that's going to maybe fit with the, what's going to fit better with the look of the guitar? Is it going to be a smaller button or a bigger button? I don't have one in front of me. And in a minute, when I'm done going through these pedals, I'll go grab one of each and I'll just hold them up so you can see the difference. 4 millimeters actually does make a much bigger switch. It's kind of crazy, but so you can see how they would compare to each other and kind of whatever you like. I mean, there's no benefit or drawback to either of them. They feel the same. They look, they really look the same. They just a very different size. slightly different size. So there you go.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
Jay,
Now-
can you hear us? Oh,
now
okay.
batting.
this is the synth pedal has
At least
3
use
different
this.
synth settings on it. Oh, look at our special guest.
Ellie. Yeah, I muted the whole time because she was playing with the both sound machines, and I didn't want to.
Oh. Hi, Ellie. Hi.
Yes.
This?
She did. She wanted to tell you that she did her. I guess she did her makeup when she was down there.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Very
Hi,
good.
Johnny. Hi, Rob. Hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Looks like you were playing.
Hi.
What is that?
Hi, Ellie.
You got makeup.
Hi. Yeah. Yeah. Looks great.
It did makeup.
Did you do it yourself, Ellie?
Yeah, she did.
It's got an Ollie.
Mm-hmm.
It's up here.
Where's Johnny and Dave? And then you got to say hi to Rob too. Can you say hi to Rob? He's holding the guitar down there. Say hi, Rob.
Rob, hi.
Rob?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get back to guitar talking. Okay? You're gonna show guitar picks first. Show your guitar picks. What colors you got?
Yellow orange.
That's right, yellow and orange.
Oh.
All right, you ready to go down and see mommy? Say bye. Bye, Dave.
Bye.
Rob.
Bye, everybody in the chat. Bye, chat room. Can you say bye, chat room?
Oh. Bye, Ellie.
All right, I'll be back in a minute, guys.
All right.
Oh.
Cute. That's a cute kid.
Yeah.
So we've got three different synths on this pedal. Just as an example, here is this is kind of a square wave. And then there's a little toggle switch on there that says chaos. I don't know, aside from it just creating exactly that chaos. So there's without the chaos. Here's with the chaos.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just randomly
That's-
like pops around in the
Ring modulator.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought that was going to be. That's awesome.
That's funky right there. And then here's your saw wave. I'll tell you what it doesn't like. When I pick really hard, it kind of tends to bypass the synth a little bit. So.
Mm-hmm.
So it prefers a light touch.
Yeah. Yes.
And then this is the triangle wave. This is cool. It's kind of going mwah mwah. I don't know how to. Oh, it doesn't like vibrato.
No. Yeah. You have to have a very, very light touch.
Yeah.
When you use synthesizer effects.
Here's that triangle wave with the chaos. That's kind of cool, man.
Yeah. I dig that stuff, man.
What else do we got here? You know, I mean, I've got some other pedals that. Oh, there we go. So, do yourself a favor and look up the Caverns delay, the Caverns pedal. It's a delay and a reverb. And you've got, do I have one I can hold up? No, I don't, but. The instruction manuals that come with these things, I've always been really frustrated by the manuals that are basically the instruction novel. This is the whole thing.
That's good.
And it basically is, you've got everything listed by number, and then over here it tells you what it does. I mean, there's so many, especially in today's world, there's so many different tutorials and demos and everything on YouTube. How do you not be able to get information unless you're like, I don't know how to use one of them computation boxes. So,
well, I tell you one thing. If a pedal's going to have that many knobs on it, thank God the instruction manual is that short.
Well, it's got 8 knobs, but half of them run the delay and then half of them run the reverb.
Oh, okay.
So
that makes sense.
And then you've got 2 switches. One of them is a reverb select that goes between a shimmer, a spring, or a modulated. And then on the delay, it goes from basically no delay modulation. Sorry. So there's your typical delay settings, but then in the delay effect, you've got no modulation, heavy modulation, or soft modulation. And then your 2 buttons are just one side is the delay on-off, the other side is the reverb on-off.
Uh-huh.
The reverb controls, blend, decay, warmth, and rate, and then your delay controls are blend, time, rate, and repeats. So none of these knobs. I mean, have you? We've all seen those pedals where the knobs are called something like great, like GRATE, and sewer, and then there's going to be one called like bubblegum, and then the knob that.
Oh, you mean your normal Digitech pedals?
Right. So for a pedal with just so many different like tonal options inside there, let's not try to call it something that it isn't. Man, this is your. It might do something that is unexpected because it's a creative type of pedal. It's creatively engineered, but just because we're reinventing what kind of a sound you can come up with doesn't mean we have to reinvent how you interpret what's on the face of your pedal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they need to be user friendly, and so I'm finding these pedals. I don't have to sit here and wonder, okay, if I want this to happen, what knob do I have to twist? And that's it's an invaluable feature, and that you don't think about until you got one of those pedals where you're like, man, I know there's got to be a way to turn the chorus down on this chorus pedal, but I just can't figure out which knob it should be.
Hey, Rob, did you switch your audio back to?
No, I didn't.
No.
Okay, because it's super duper low.
And has delay on it.
Switch it
Do
back.
you want me to try switching it back and see what happens?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, for the talking, it'll be better, but for the guitar, it was better doing it this way.
Okay. Well, I won't switch it back, but I'm gonna go back, and we'll look at the caverns now, and I'll just show you a couple of the sound out of the caverns.
Okay. He's showing the cabaret. What is it? Cabaret?
The cavern?
Oh.
Cavern.
So this one's kind of it's like a warbly tape effect. light modulation. And then the deep modulation.
Mm-hmm.
That was like riding a roller coaster, I feel like, you know?
Yeah. I'm getting like motion sick.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're like, oh my
It's the
god.
sound effect they would use in a movie like after somebody got really high, you know? So this is a really beautiful delay. It's got degradation in the repeats. Just but it's really light, so you can so I mean it's an analog delay, but you can hear it just kind of dying out bit by bit.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
Don't turn the repeats all the way up, kids.
You said no one's home, right?
What's that?
You said
No.
you're by yourself, right?
If I leave the house, if I leave this room, it's going to be because the cops are knocking on the door.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get them on here.
All right. How about this? If I get the cops over here, I want to hit 100 thumbs up tonight.
Oh yes.
The problem
And
is
a free pedal.
the way I'm sitting on this chair. Every time I move my butt a little bit, it's pulling the cable out of the guitar. Okay. So the reverb side, you've got the shimmer, the spring, and the modulated. Here's some modulated reverb.
That sounds
That
awesome.
sounds very cool.
Yeah, I like that a
Yeah,
lot.
I'd use that sound.
I have no idea what it sounds like to you guys, but to me, I'm sitting here thinking, I don't know how you're going to get a better reverb than what's coming out of this right now. I mean, it's driving me nuts. It's great. So this is the spring. You like 60s surf music? There it is.
It's a little more simple. 60s surf music, like the Ventures,
Yeah.
like just do like single notes.
Oh, shimmer. Okay.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
I used to play bass in a surf band years ago.
So, like that.
Mhm.
Okay. So now this is the shimmer reverb. Let me just hit one note and see if you can kind of hear. It's like pitch shifted up a couple octaves, kind of like. It makes me think of what Steve Vai used on Ballerina 20.
Si chiama bella busta.
Yeah. It's kind of go do. Can you hear it going up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool effect. All right, so let's just go back to like the modulated, and then we'll put on the delay.
It's cool.
Mhm.
That's all you,
Yeah.
Johnny Beane. That's all. That
I
sound
know.
is
This is all
you.
my sound. This is all. Actually, you guys. Well, most of you guys, when I would play live on here, you would never see me. It was actually Tessie that was playing. It was never me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll let you guys decide. We'll do one more pedal. I've got the tone workstation, which has drive, boost, and compression, or I've got the super modulation station, which has, well, it's got two modulation devices on there, and I think you can just adjust whatever they are.
Do that one.
Yes.
That's Johnny's. Johnny says, I want to hit that one.
I'm going to say yes twice for that one. Yes. Yes.
So I guess what I've got here is 8 different types of modulation to choose from. So we have this sounds like a rotary. What's this one? This is discovery for all of us. Maybe that's like a univibe. Is that what it sounds like? Dave's making a face. Maybe not.
That's like,
sounds like it just sounds like a tremolo.
that's like a tremolo. Yeah.
Okay, tremolo. Yeah, I can go for that. I can go for a tremolo. Number 3.
It was a tremolo, but it was more than a tremolo.
Yeah, it's like tremolo. It was like tremolo with a lot of junk on it.
It had more stuff in the middle of it. Kapowie. Yeah, in the chat, tell us your favorite Batman punch sound, punch words.
Yeah, POW is probably my favorite too.
I mean, what do you think that is?
It's an auto wah.
Huh?
Auto wah. Because it's going wah, 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 wah.
Okay. So you can also get, put...
Somebody slow that down.
Wow.
Or speed it up. Wah, 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 wah.
Wow, 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 wow.
Oh, I have a knob for that.
I'm sure you do.
Okay, that was number 2. Back to number 3. Really light chorus, it sounds like. That's not quite the chorus.
that's awesome, man.
Yeah, this is a good one. This has 2 banks. You can choose from any of these effects on either bank, and you can have them both running at the same, simultaneously. You've got a tap tempo button on there, and you've got an expression pedal input as well.
Mm-hmm. Did you say you can run from 2 banks at the same time?
What's cool is you get some of the stuff you've played tonight. It's like you have an effect like that on your guitar, and you write something that you wouldn't write with just.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, there's
stuff.
all kinds of stuff that just the tone, I think, can be just as inspirational as anything else in your environment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's one of the reasons I love effects and I love all this stuff. Is you can come up with stuff that you would never think of just by hitting one chord. Like,
Yeah.
wow, that's kind of neat.
Yeah. So we're gonna lay.
Where's my phone?
Ah.
Am I getting messages?
Reverb. Sounds like we got a spring and then like a plate reverb. Yeah. Which is very cool. We haven't heard, we heard the fuzz stuff, but we haven't heard any of like what the drive, like the Keeley overdrive stuff sounds like. So, just for fun. So they have what's called a Katana overdrive that's built into this pedal. They've got one called the Red Dirt, I think. So that's built into this pedal, which is overdrive and boost. And then you've got a compressor built in. And if you are familiar with Keeley pedals at all, if you're a recording guy, Keeley is kind of the industry standard for guitar compressors.
Mm-hmm.
Just listen to the sustain.
That sounds
that
good.
one sounds cool.
Yeah, that sounds
Yep,
really good.
that sounds good.
So that's the Katana with the 1962 switch in the up position. And then you can, so what happens when you turn all the gains on at once is you get that noise. But I can imagine like during the solo section, that's going to be exactly what you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now that's cutting up.
Jeff T says he has the Caverns pedal. He says you can mess with that for hours.
Yeah.
Lots of range.
Yeah. There's just a ton of stuff going on with these pedals. I gotta say, I've been impressed with each of them for different reasons, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Very happy with it. Okay, so I'm gonna.
So how many pedals are you actually selling now?
What's that?
How many total? We got to get your audio. If you're going to stop, we got to get your audio back to regular.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. Doing it right now.
Man, I want that gem.
I mean, they still have them.
Who has them?
I mean, the world.
Yeah, I know. You can
Yeah.
find one on the planet somewhere.
Yeah, but they're like $3,500
Yep.
for that guitar.
Sure, I don't know. I might sell mine for $3,500.
What year?
All right. How's the audio now? I've changed it. Is it
Much better. Much
Okay.
better. Yeah, I mean, for the guitar, it was that last segment was better for the guitar. Your volume was, you could hear it. It was low. You could hear it, but the guitar would not have sounded as good as it did if it wasn't switched around.
Well, I was nervous about how it was going to come through with this laptop being, like 4 feet away or really like 9 feet away from the amplifier. And I'm glad that it worked out. But yeah, I mean, just those pedals are knocking my socks off, man. I mean, not literally. I'm still wearing socks, but.
Uh-huh. You said you're home alone though, right?
I am. Yeah.
Wait, can you make this face? Oh my God.
That should be the thumbnail.
I can't believe we both did that at the same time.
You made the face?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, we did it at the same. I said, can you make this face? And he did it with me.
Okay. Do that again. Tessie, real quick. There we go. There's the thumbnail. Awesome. Boater jams. Na 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 na.
Boner jam.
Boner jam. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to Boner Jams.
Thank you, Boner Jams.
And to everyone else in the chat. I don't know, I was kind of chatting in there a little bit earlier, but I just feel like if the chat really wants us to talk about Bill Nye, we might have to disappoint them.
Who the hell is that?
Bill Nye, the science guy?
The not so science guy?
I don't follow.
I don't think there's any question that he is some sort of a guy that does something with science.
But people think he's a scientist and he's not.
Yeah, didn't everybody disagree with him like a couple weeks ago on something?
Well, you can disagree with anything.
Right?
Do you guys ever watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia? Have you ever watched that show?
Nope.
There's this whole episode where I won't get into the whole crazy story, but there's a section of it where one of the characters who's like I wouldn't say devout Catholic because he's like drinking and he swears all the time, but so maybe he is a devout Catholic. I don't know how it works with Catholics, but he's trying to convince them, not convince them, but just provide shadow of a doubt that maybe science is not always 100% accurate. So he has this whole presentation and he says, I'm here to prove to you that science are liars sometimes. And he says, so-and-so, Copernicus said that the Earth was the center of the solar system. And then Galileo came out with his telescope and proved that Copernicus was a liar and made everybody in the world look like a bitch.
Yeah, if you don't really know. There you go.
Yeah, thanks. It's funnier if you see it.
Ow! Whoa!
But that's the great thing about science is that you can be a scientist, and as soon as you're proven wrong about something that you believe, everyone treats you like an idiot.
Yeah, it happens to me every day.
Or if you have a new idea that hasn't been proven yet, and maybe not for 10, 15, 200 years, all the scientists basically get out their stakes and pitchforks and chase you down the mountain until you fall into a well and die of syphilis or something. I don't know how it works.
Wow.
That's
not to say that Bill Nye might not be the world's biggest douchebag, but...
So how many pedals do you have?
We're flagged now.
Yeah, change the subject quick.
Well, how many pedals do you have?
I have a lot of pedals, man.
Yeah.
So you can go to the website. I've got basically every pedal available. I've sold out of a few of them. The one that we couldn't look at tonight was the brand new one, DDR, which that was the one I was demoing on Facebook and Instagram last couple nights. And then there was this fuzz bender, which is such a cool fuzz pedal. But I sold out of those like immediately also.
The fuzz bender.
Fuzz bender.
I like that. I like that name.
Well, I like Futurama, so anything that has the word bender in it.
Uh-huh.
Good one.
Yeah. He would open up his stomach and like take stuff out and
Like, what are you talking about? I'm 40% titanium. Of all the things that he was 40% of.
That's funny.
Yes. Am I fuzzy?
I've never seen either one of those shows. Always Sunny or Futurama. I think I watched one episode of each, and I was like, nope, not for me.
Mm-hmm. That was like me with Breaking Bad. I saw half of the first episode, and as soon as like they were tearing stuff apart and there was like blood everywhere, I'm like, no.
Those scenes though in Breaking Bad, you know, in the whole span of the show, however many years it was on, there was only like 3 scenes like that in the whole series. But the problem with those shows is they try to shock you right at the very beginning, so you're like, I got to find out what happens next. I mean, the show was really good. I don't remember an episode where I was like wanting to hang myself, but they try to shock you like right out of the gate.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, cause yeah, everybody's unshockable now, you know?
Yeah. And I got this guitar. We could you know,
What? I'm being shocked.
Nice. All right.
That's a cool guitar, man.
Thank you. Beautiful. Thank you. Yes. It's heavy though.
Is it?
Yeah, it's about 8.5 pounds.
Wow.
So I gotta ask, Dave, what'd you think of those picks?
Oh yes, I wanted to. I thanked you on our last show.
I saw
and
that.
They're very cool. My favorite one is the middle-sized Fender pick because that's what I use. This
is the standard Fender 351. So just by comparison, here's my Tessie guitar pick, and it's exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're very cool, and they're so thin but rigid, and unlike any other stainless steel pick I've ever held, the little holes that are in here, the laser and chemical etching that they do to give it the pattern, so it's a better grip. It still has the flex that you'd want to get out of a plastic pick, but you get a sharper attack. You'll get you know, a pick that's kind of never going to wear out. Although with the finish on here, it will start to kind of wear a little bit.
It doesn't matter.
And just kind of become, well, it kind of becomes a more comfortable playing surface.
Yeah.
Whereas like for me, I love the you know, the Tortex picks, the Delrin, or you know, whatever you're going to call it. I love this material. And the problem is that after a set, I got to throw it away because my picking angle is as such where it only wears on one side of the pick. And then if I flip it around, it's wearing on the other side. And then suddenly I just have this worthless nub that doesn't really.
Like mine. My pick, that is.
Hey, real quick.
That's
Dave,
what?
Real quick, man. We've got an old timer in here, man. You see that?
Pascal's here. Hey.
Pascal. Everybody, it's
Pascal
Pascal from France. He used to wake up at like 3:30 in the morning, like to watch us.
Well, it's got to be at least 3:30 in the morning now.
Like when we used to be on 3 days a week, 3 days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. He would wake up, right, Pascal? He would set his alarm, get up, and he sent us these amazing Van Halen, like huge, like pictures.
Yeah,
that he took. Very cool.
1995 with Eddie
Nice.
with his Yellow Music Man.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. I have mine in a frame
Mm-hmm.
in my workroom.
Were they pictures of Rob Johnson? What's up with that guitar that he has today? Is that the real deal?
It's cardboard.
It's cardboard, dude.
Cardboard. Hey,
Hey there.
What's going on?
What's up, Jason?
Nice tones there, Tessie. Nice tones. I'm
Awesome
here.
stuff.
I'm here with something that's going to make all of you guys and all of your audience go nuts with Van Halen nerddom.
whoa! Can you hear him,
I hear him. I hear everybody.
Tessie? Can you hear Jason?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure because we've had.
Johnny, can you hear Jason?
Hello? Can everybody
Hey,
hear everybody? Doctor?
Yeah, we figured it out. It's Chrome. Everybody use Google Chrome.
That's what I'm using.
Yep.
Bueller. We need to get the Van Halen fanatic viewers back. I don't know what's going on here. The viewing's gotten a little bit quiet today. We need to fix this because I've got something that's going to blow people's minds that they're going to get paid for.
I think
Whoa.
they're all on Tone Talk. I think
Oh.
Tone Talk is on tonight.
Wow, Dave, I wouldn't have said that.
Well,
All right.
Oh, gotta go, guys.
See, you never mention another stream, man, because people they bounce.
So we're going.
All right, whatever.
So,
Who cares?
so basically, I've got to call up Mark and say, Mark, stop doing your show because I've got something more important going on here on Johnny's show. What
Yes.
the hell do you think of that?
you would think they would think that about that already anyway.
Well, you'd hope so. Amanda says hello. Hello, Amanda. Kiss and hug. Now,
Hug and kiss.
yes, hug and kiss. Of course it is. Hug and kiss, whatever.
He's on the other side of the world, so it's backwards.
Something like that.
The toilet's flush in reverse.
That's in Australia. That's not in Japan. Remember, it is Australia that Bart calls up for that too. Here you go. Are you ready? I've got a book here. Look how thick this thing is. This is 312 pages, not including covers of... Now, you're all about to get Van Halen chubbies going on here. Van Halen Japan tours live 1978 and 79. There are exclusive photos and things in here that you all ain't never seen before.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, I love the song in the room. Like, this thing is nuts. It's got stuff from other places as well. It's got like Van Halen New York from March 78 and so on. Obviously, all the writing is in Japanese. It's got Arizona 79 to Donington 84. So it's got a complete history of Van Halen Part 4, Part 1, Part 2. Anyway, so it's got various things in there. It's got photos in here of gear, of the band hanging out. Of just, it's nuts. There's set lists in here. Like I said, there's 312 pages, and it's just loaded with Van Halen rarities that you've probably never, ever seen before.
Jason, is that one photographer or is that various contributors?
Oh god, no! This is like various. This is like public. So this is from Shinko Music, which is Young Guitar. So most of you know Young Guitar, the Japanese guitar magazine. I would say up in the top right-hand corner.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is a collection that they've taken. See, like here you go. Here's set list from the Japan tour. This is let me see it because of course here we go, year, then month, then date. So this is 1978 June 17th. They open up the show with On Fire, Then I'm the One, bass solo, Running with the Devil, Atomic Punk, and so on through. I'll finish that set because I won't go through everything, but I'll just at least give you that set of their first show here in Japan. So what was I to? Atomic Punk, drum solo, Little Dreamer, Last Night, Hang 'em High. Feel Your Love Tonight, Ain't Talking About Love, Ice Cream Man, Somebody Get a Doctor, guitar solo, including Eruption, You Really Got Me, DA, and finish with Bottoms Up. And that's just one. Every single one of the shows here in Japan has got a set list for it, which is pretty
Wow.
crazy.
That's cool.
That's a very long set list for 1978 too.
yeah, 16 tracks that had written there, including the solos. There's photos in here that I dare say.
Oh, wow. That was cool. That double. Can we see that again?
So here's
Those
the
2
tip.
pages?
Oh, look at this. Yeah, Eddie on stage with white lens pole.
Oh, what?
We got the other
You
side
guys
of
know
the
this guitar?
Cool. There you are.
Did I miss something?
Yeah,
Oh.
you just you
It-
stroked out for a second.
It lagged out for a second.
Okay, sorry. So Eddie here with a white Les Paul with a knob missing. Do you guys know this guitar? I don't. But...
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. We've
Okay,
seen that.
cool. Sorry, I don't know that guitar. Look, I mean, I'll self-confess, as you all know, I don't know as much about this stuff as what you guys all do.
I think
There are some
that,
cool-
that was like a touring guitar.
Fair enough.
You
Well, there's
know
the
how
shark.
Mhm.
There's the shark on the stage in '78. And there's a whole stack of photos and information and blah, blah, blah. But like, I mean, obviously all the Japanese writing, even myself, I can't read this stuff. There you go. There's a cool photo.
Oh wow, it's very cool.
Why the hell there's Eddie looking at fish getting ready to eat them. It's actually, I'll try and open up the book better so you can see it better. So now this book is obviously available only here in Japan because it's a Japanese. Look at that, they're out in the countryside or something. Great fashion here, love it. Yeah, there's so much in here, it's ridiculous. Like there's just shots of absolutely everything. Eddie's gear as well from the tour.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
You see that? Oh, there it is, right there. Right. Next page. Next page. The graphic EQ. The Boss. Is it a Boss? What
This
EQ
one
did he
here?
use?
Yeah. This is
Right.
the one that Jody Cole, who's in one of the chats in the Van Halen chat. I don't know
That
if he
one.
comes on the show. Phil X had one of these, and Phil was saying, "Yeah, I got the pedal that Eddie was using back in '78, and so on and so forth." And Jody's like, "Eddie never used that pedal." And I actually filmed a little video with Phil when I was catching up with him at the Bon Jovi gig in December. And Phil's like, "Yeah, man, he did." And Jody was like, "Oops, I guess I was wrong." And there's a picture of it right there as proof. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the secrets to his
Wow,
tone.
that's
But yeah,
cool.
I saw one of those pedals the other day, an actual one.
How much was it?
$250.
I don't know.
Phil picked one up when he was here
They
in
didn't
Japan.
say. I saw it in person. I was staring at it.
I mean, like, I haven't. Look at that.
I
I've only
saw
got-
it in person. I was staring at it.
I've only gotten this far through the book so far. There's still all this side to go yet.
Oh.
So my point is, right, there's a lot of the stuff in here that I'm just going to very quickly flick through that I'm sure you guys have never seen before. There's set lists for New York, and oh, look at that.
Yeah, so just
That's
go
a
back and
book.
watch this video at half speed, and you'll be able to see each page that
So that, guys, is Budokan
Oh man.
from the stage, I guess, or maybe a little bit higher. It's actually probably up from, like, up in the bleachers, but behind the stage. Not bleachers, I don't know, whatever you call that, the grandstand, sorry.
Nosebleed.
The nosebleeds.
Behind the stage.
Yeah,
So,
I think we were saying the other day that Nerd Halen is going to fill half of that.
yeah, they would love to do that, but good luck with that.
I think anybody would love to fill half of that.
That was an interesting show, by the way. How was like John Mancuda on crack? How? I think maybe the Space Odyssey computer house, not Space Odyssey.
2001.
Thank you, 2001. I don't think those two Hals are related somehow. There we go. No one's related by first name, are they? So anyway, there's a whole stack of stuff in here. Like, there's just mammoth amounts of stuff. Oh, there you go.
Wow.
Very cool.
Yeah, see, that's the stuff that the EVH gear nerds would love to just
Tho-
stare at that, man.
That's the section that's going to be stuck together.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Man, I'm surprised Steve Anderson isn't contacting you right now saying, "Hey, can you order me two? One to save and one to ruin."
Hey, Steve,
Well-
you're late.
Here's the funny thing about it. If anybody wants to get this, I may be able to get some more copies, so hit me up through Facebook, and it ain't going to be free because I've got to pay for the postage. I got to go and get all the books and blah, 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 but I'm happy to send a bunch out to you guys in the States who otherwise couldn't get this book.
Mr. Carter! Yeah, I'll take one.
But I'm warning you right now, it ain't going to be cheap. Like, it's going to probably cost you for me to get these, pack them up, ship them out, buy the books. It's probably going to cost you about $100 just to get one of these things.
Look at my room. Do you think I'm worried about cheap?
So that's the deal. If anybody wants this book, all right, like I'm going to buy extra copies. I'll keep this one for myself. So hit me up through Facebook. You can find me on Facebook under, I'm going to write in the chat right now. I'll write on Facebook. So you just type in facebook.com/ and then my name will be Jason Video Music Tokyo. I've just hit send. Hit me up through there on that link that's there right now, and you will be able to send me the money through PayPal, and I'll ship you out a book.
There it is.
Wow. Man, that book is awesome.
Yeah.
It's
how many pages? How many pages are in it?
Like 312. So what I did was, like, I mean, the contents page there doesn't have a number, but this one here has number 3 written on it. So if I go back, there's a picture of Eddie as number 2. There's somebody might message me already, just that's funny. And then there's the contents page. So they're not including the actual cover. So from there all the way to the back, not including the actual cover, it's 312 pages.
That's awesome.
Wow, that's cool.
And it's stuff that I dare say you've never seen before, because it's like they went through with the photographers and they got the original shots, and not only did they get what got published, but they got all the like shots previous or after, what have you, because there are like series of photos in here of certain sections. Like, have you ever seen that before? Dave with a samurai sword?
I don't think I've seen that exact picture.
I had a copy of Music Life, I think it was, and it had him doing a kick with, I think it was an outtake from that.
Well, there you go. Oh, look, there you go. Eddie stuffed with old Japanese money. That's not even our current currency here. That's an older currency that we used to have.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then,
is that money worth anything?
Only about $8.50 American.
I'm trying to see how much the I mean, that's.
Is old currency still good?
Yeah.
That's 10,000 Japanese yen. 10,000 Japanese yen in 1979, which it says this page is, compared to 2019 now. That's going to be a crazy difference of money. All that money that he's holding up there would be like, geez, how many notes has he got? He's got to have about at least 10 grand, 20 grand US hanging off of him right there in that photo.
Damn.
Like 10,000 yen right now is probably about, I can't remember if it's 90 or 110 US dollars. I forget which way the rate goes, but yeah, that's a lot of money hanging off of him in that photo. There he is with a Greco guitar, with a Greco hollow body style, like 335 type of thing. It's just nuts, all the stuff that's in here. Look at that.
That's cool.
Do they have one of those books from the Sammy era, or no?
No, I just was in the store yesterday and saw it and was just like, well, not yesterday, the day before. I saw it, I was like, I've got to buy this and take this on the Johnny Beane show, because if I don't allow these people out there to know that this is available right now, they're going to crucify me for, why didn't you tell us? That's why I thought I'd do it. So that way there's an option.
Man, that's awesome, dude.
That's a good book, man.
Told you
it's
how
cool. That's the thing. If you're saying it's between buying it and shipping it, $100. But if you think about it, I mean, if you look at some of the other Van Halen books that you can purchase that are high quality like that, you're going to be spending around $50 anyway, and it's not half the amount, less than half the amount of pages.
It's 30 cents a page. That's all it is. 30 cents a page.
That's a good way to look at it.
Well, if you look at it that way, it's a bargain.
Yeah.
It's the price of a cup of coffee.
There you go. So I haven't been I haven't been reading through here with all the comments yet, and for some reason the live comments disappear once you publish the show to go post live stream. Is that right, Johnny?
Disappear?
Like, as in, you can't go back through the archive of the live comments once the stream's gone. Is that right?
What happens is, like, once I hit the button, it'll say the chat isn't available, and the video has to process, and then so probably, like, later on tonight you will see the chat, but you only see what was on, like, while we were live. So is that what you mean? Like, once we're done and you see the thing still moving,
okay.
all that, none of that stuff is included.
All right. Well, basically, if anybody wants to book, like I said, hit me up through a Facebook private message, and I'll get you sorted out, because I won't be able to go through all of this here and find it now and send it off to everybody. So,
or they can,
easy that way.
Yeah, or they can message you, like, maybe on Instagram or something.
Yeah, they can hit me on Instagram. Same thing. Jason Video Music Tokyo is where you can find me on Instagram or Facebook. Either or is fine by me.
Because I googled the words you put in there. I googled it, and it went straight to your website and your Instagram and everything.
Cool. Well, my website doesn't give you a way to contact me, because I don't know if the rest of you guys have this on your websites, but my God, every day I get so many messages of instant credit available now, or I was reading through your page and I can't believe the great information that you have. Let me help boost your. Oh my God, it drives me nuts, those things.
Yeah. Or do you want it bigger?
Oh,
yeah.
I haven't actually got that one yet, Johnny.
I keep getting that one.
Yeah, I don't want to read into that. By the way, they were talking about it the other day, but I didn't get to chime in. It's interesting, your lack of facial hair. I actually kind of like it.
Huh? Mine?
You're shaving. I kind of like the way you look with your shaved face. It's different, but it's not bad. Like, I like it.
You like it?
That's the way I knew him. That's the way I met him. So
that Johnny,
when he has a beard,
boy.
When he has a beard, I think he looks horrible. When he's clean shaven like this, I think he's a good looking guy.
Oh, there you go, Johnny. Here's your chance with Dave, mate. Get in quick while the going's hot.
Oh Lord.
Too late.
Didn't I tell you I'm getting married?
Yeah,
Johnny had his chance 3 years ago.
Yeah, but that's not for like a year, Dave. I mean,
yeah, but we're together. We're in the same house. I'm not gonna cheat on her for him.
Man.
Divine 9 says, my favorite guitarist is from Texas. Was that Dimebag Darrell by any chance? Or Stevie Ray, maybe?
Stevie Ray Vaughan. Come up with
Marzi Montazeri. Marzi Montazeri is a freaking awesome guitar player. I've got his new album, Heavy as Texas. God damn, it's good. Oh, I love that record. Jay, you might like it because you don't mind a bit of heavier stuff.
I checked it out when you told me to check it out.
What'd you think?
I couldn't get past the fake triggered drums. I couldn't do it. It sounded cool as far as the music, but the drums, I couldn't get past them.
Oh, that's interesting. I've seen a video of him actually performing the parts live. Like they put a couple of cameras around him and recorded him while he was taking the parts. So it was definitely real drums, at least. I know that.
Well, on the record, maybe they're not. I don't know. Maybe live they were. Or maybe the engineer replaced them all. There's a lot of engineers do that, but I just didn't jive. I mean, the music was cool, but my ears can't get past that.
It didn't bother me. I mean, Dream Theater did it on Images and Words, and
that was 1992, though, so it was kind of like, But modern day, I mean, there's, in my opinion, I don't want to sound like a jerk, but in my opinion, there's no excuse to have, like, with all the technology out there, there's no excuse to have drums that sound triggered, unless you're going for that sound, like Fear Factory, for instance.
Oh yeah, of course.
You know what you're going to get. You're going to get, super, programmed, robotic, almost sounding drums. But if I hear a rock band, I want to hear at least drums that sound real.
Yeah, fair enough.
So,
he says it. I love SRV, so there you go. That was the right answer.
And I think we've all heard of Johnny Winter. Johnny Winter's great. He was great. I mean, he's still alive, but he's not great anymore. Johnny Summer.
I got some Johnny Winter hot sauce.
Okay.
Speaking of hot sauce,
Same guy?
yeah, it is. Yeah,
Who's
Like,
his better, Michael Anthony's hot sauce or Johnny Winter?
I don't never had Michael Anthony's hot sauce. Johnny Winter's hot sauce is hot. It could be hotter, but it's good. All right, so in the chat, Alley Cat was asking about the size of the switches earlier. So I went and I grabbed a few switches. So I'm going to start with the arcade button. This is one of the custom ones that I made, just a sample that I made. This is the 24 millimeter. Just by comparison, this is a guitar knob. So you can see the diameter on this is much bigger than a guitar knob. Then you've got the 16 millimeter. Here's the 16 millimeter versus your guitar knob. This particular 16 millimeter, that ring that you see around it lights up.
Tessie, I'm sorry to cut you off for 1 second. Guys, I'm going to disappear. I just wanted to quickly come on and show you that book and love you and leave you. I got to go because I've got some stuff I got to get done.
All right, Jason.
That was really cool. Thanks for sharing it.
Awesome. Thank you, Jason.
Yeah, thank you so much.
It's all good. I'll hear from you all at some stage when you're like, I want one of those books.
Yes, please.
If anybody happens to be like living in really close proximity to somebody and I can send a couple of them together, I'll give you like a $10 discount because the shipping will cost less to be able to package things together, and then you guys can just pick them up off of each other. So it just makes it easier. I've got to be careful with the shipping rate. That's all. Sorry to interrupt, Tessie. I just wanted to say bye-bye to everyone.
No worries. No worries.
See you later.
All right. See ya.
See you, man.
Okay. All right. So here we are. Back to now. You see the light up. So when it lights up, it kind of looks like it's smaller than a knob just because of the diameter of the circle. All right. So now we'll compare the switch sizes to each other instead of to a knob. So 16 millimeter. Here's the 12 millimeter. So the benefit to the 16 millimeter is that there's a larger press button surface. The 12 millimeter, it really feels exactly the same. And as long as you are comfortable with wherever you end up putting the switch, you're not going to, does it look like my eyes?
We have so many thumbnail choices this evening.
Yeah. And then, oh, here's the 10 millimeter. The 10 millimeter, this is the one that's going to replace most of your standard, like a 3/8 inch pot. This will directly replace that with no drilling. So you can see the difference here. It's much smaller, slightly smaller than the 12 millimeter. If you can see the diameter when I hold them up like this. And this is the smallest push button like this that I have. I do have them with LEDs as well, so it'll be this style with the LED ring. I only have them in stainless steel right now. And then the one that Dave's got in his guitar that he was playing earlier. I know that Jay's got a prototype of a black one sitting back there. No, I sent you a real one. I didn't send you the prototype. But here's the EVH style switch that is 16 millimeter.
And that will that fit in a tone jack or tone?
The 16 millimeter
EVH one, yeah.
No, this is going to be way bigger. This is the one. This is the one that'll fit into your tone. And this is the EVH one.
Whoa!
Oh man!
Wow!
What about the one that you sent for me to have put in my guitar? The one to that guitar company.
That is this one. That's the 16 millimeter.
So if you took that out and put that'll fit.
Yes, same diameter.
Goes out. Okay.
Yep, same diameter here.
All right.
Now the one with the green one with the 5 on it, is that one for Johnny 5?
This is one that I made as kind of a commemoration. I would absolutely love to be making the switches that John 5 puts in his guitars. Johnny 5, Dave, is a robot from the movie Short Circuit.
Yeah, John 5. I meant Johnny 5 from Short Circuit, actually.
Johnny 5 is alive, huh?
Yeah.
Right. John 5.
Johnny 5. Johnny 5.
But yeah, I loved it. In fact, I put this on Instagram and I tagged him in it, and he made a comment, which I was really thrilled about. And then when I tried to reach out to him to say, hey man, I'd love to send you this switch and get your thoughts. I mean, this is pretty much what he's using in his guitars now. But you know how I think John 5 has a significant portion of guitarists going to his show versus kind of just most other guitarists even. And like way more at his dang solo shows versus like a Rob Zombie or, you know, whatever else he's doing. So could he sell the John 5 kill switch to the guitar players that go to see a John 5 show and get, you know, 25 or 30 bucks for him? Probably. But you know, John 5 is a guitarist's guitarist, 100%. Divine 9 said in the chat. Oh, what did you say, Brendan? He has a guitar with one of my switches in it. The one that you made him and you gave him has a Tessie switch arcade style button. Well, I mean, is there a way that we can make a connection, Brendan?
I think Brendan's been trying to get a hold of him to see about the cigar box guitar that he made him, and he hasn't been able to get a hold of him.
I mean, that's what I'm up against. Like I tried reaching out to him, to his tech, and it's like I don't even know if they see my messages. So it's, you know, in the grand scheme of things, it's not that big of a deal. And you know what? I can you know, I think I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to start offering this as kind of a limited custom run. And, you know, it's not, I can't call it a signature piece, but this is definitely like a commemoration to John 5. And, you know, just like this is a commemoration to another guitarist that some of y'all might have heard of. But the difference is, I don't think anybody actually owns the number 5, do they?
No. I mean, he could own of design or something with the number 5, but
Gene Simmons might own that number.
Gene Simmons owns the number 5, the number 17, and for some reason the semicolon. I don't know.
Yep. Well, guys, I got to split. I was supposed to split at 10.
Holy crap! I'm sorry, man. Oh,
yeah, Johnny.
Right.
All your fault.
Oh, yeah. Are you late for a blood donation appointment?
Yeah. Yes, I am. Never mind.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's time to go.
I got to deposit something else.
Lovely.
That's not the reason.
No.
All right.
Jay, didn't you even enjoy the picture I sent you the other day?
What picture?
Did
you text it to me?
I texted it to you.
Let me see what we got here.
You just don't put it on the. Oh, maybe I didn't send it. I think I said. Something.
No, I'm all the way back to frickin'.
All right, hang on.
May 3rd.
Mm-hmm. Well, since we're all here, just show it.
No, not on this channel.
Desiree wouldn't like that.
Nobody would.
Oh, that's yours. Don't send me that ever again.
That's very funny.
Oh my God! I'm gonna throw up.
That's his knob.
No.
It's still looking at it though.
No, I deleted it.
Oh yeah, you are.
Ugh.
Wow.
That's all right. All right. I'll let you all in. There was a snake, a really long snake in my toilet. So I took a picture of it.
Wait a minute.
You guys can say goodnight, but I gotta go.
He's sending you pictures of his crap?
No, a snake.
That's gross.
No, literally, a snake.
Uh-huh. How does snake get in your toilet?
Where else do they be?
It swam up like
Yeah.
what was the movie? Where those monsters come through the toilets?
It's nasty.
John BL. He says Gremlins. No, it's not Gremlins.
Gremlins.
Mm-hmm. In Florida, that's like every day, huh? Critter. Was it Critters?
Snakes in the toilet.
Harry Potter? Wow. Thumbs up, everybody.
I think I thumbed up. You know, I think I had the show running on 3 different devices at one point.
Whoa. You might have hit the wrong thumb there.
Who?
No, I know what thumb I hit.
Because we got 3 of the wrong ones.
I just hit I hit one going up.
Now we got 4. Ghoulies. It was Critters or Ghoulies? Which was it? Remember the poster is like the picture of a toilet and like eyes like underneath the lid.
There's nothing okay with that.
With what?
With the thought that anything that might be alive is inside your toilet.
Yeah, I know.
Whether it be snake, fictional monster, pizza rat, anything.
Eesh.
That's how you give little kids nightmares, is that you tell them that a snake could go through the pipes in your toilet.
Well, I don't have any little kids here.
Well, that's good to know. Well, I got my little pen of kids that I keep in the basement. We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Huh?
What are you guys doing? You guys gonna barbecue this weekend?
Sunday.
I don't have a barbecue. My neighbor does. My neighbor has one. Maybe I'll get to barbecue with them.
Hey Johnny, how many foxes you got in your neighborhood?
You mean like the animals?
Sure.
I don't know.
No, I'm just curious. You know, have you ever had chickens just disappear?
Thankfully, no.
Oh, that's good.
No, my neighbor has, and I've heard stories. Actually, there's another channel on YouTube here. What was their name? Chicks and Guitars, I think it was their name. I think they changed it since. She lost all her chickens.
Did she ask the neighborhood to go help her find them?
Yeah.
You gotta help me find my chickens.
Yeah. No, she like went out into the forest and found like feathers and stuff, and that's not.
It's terrible.
Yeah,
that
it's
is.
horrible. Yeah.
How many? How many?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. But no, as far as foxes, I've seen them, but not around here. I saw them like down the road a ways, like crossing one of the streets. I saw one. But
have you ever seen the chickens cross the streets?
Not those, not mine, but yes.
There's a place out in the, kind of out pretty far out of town here. And my son's in the Cub Scouts, and so this is like on the way to the Cub Scout camp, like the little reservation out there. And there's a house, and they just have like chickens run. They don't have anything fenced off. The chickens are just running around in the yard, and they don't really leave the yard. But yeah, last time I think I saw there was a rooster like right standing on the edge of the road. I kept waiting for him to go across, but he just didn't look like he wanted to. And he said, "You're not gonna make a cliche of me, boy." So and then then on our way out, I saw probably like 15 chickens just roaming around, man. They were just, I don't know, doing whatever chickens do. Getting fat, turning into food. I don't know what they do.
Oh. Joe,
So,
Do I live next to Logan Paul? What does he have chickens everywhere? No. But as far as the rooster standing there, he's probably like that's his territory. You know, like cats have territory.
You know, I thought he might have been like digging a trench to put an invisible fence down.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of looked like he had a bale of some sort of wire. I don't know.
The rooster did?
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as yeah, this is chicken chat now, everybody. As far as chickens, they have their own area, and they won't leave their area. They'll stay right where they are.
That's what it's like for me at work.
Mm-hmm.
Don't leave your area. You get in trouble. You get in a lot of trouble for leaving your area. Don't leave your area.
So, Rob, I want to plug you on these things just for a second. Anyone who needs a switch tip cover, like a Fender style switch tip cover, actually these are for Ibanez, I believe. Get them through Rob; they're great. But Rob, I do have a question to ask you.
Okay.
The lighter colored one, the lighter, I can't tell whether it's pink or orange. Is it pink or orange?
It's pink.
The lighter color one, this one here is pink?
Yeah, that's pink. Yeah.
Okay, and this is purple, or is that just another type of pink?
It's purple. It's kind of a, I don't know. I would call that more, because it's not like a hot pink. It's more of a hot purple, really. But if you go to my website and you start looking for knobs, and I'm sorry I don't have this for anyone who's looking for a switch tip or some of the different color, but I've got kind of like every color of knob now, and I have a matching switch tip for everything. I just don't have the switch tips up on the site yet. You know, I also was I had a customer. I've had a number of customers that say, "Hey, you know, I don't need a set of Strat knobs. I don't need a volume and a tone and a tone. I just need a volume, or I just need a tone. I just want one knob." And I've been telling everybody, "Oh man, I just, you know, they're like $8 for the set. I only sell them in sets, you know." And one day it just hit me like, there's no reason I ever have to sell them in a set like that. So I just started offering them as individual knobs on the website. Most of them now should be available. But the cool thing that I do that you don't really see is I have all of the knobs available with no ink. So,
that's cool.
You know, it's like the black one with no ink. Let me see. I think I've got it on this. Oh, I've got a white one here. Check this out.
Awesome. Island Wanderer, you didn't like that? Yeah, chickens, they eat their own eggs. Oh yeah, man. Those are cool. I've seen those. So it has the impression. It has the impressions of the words and everything's there. It's just not, it's like the very rare Boba Fett action figure. If you know of that one.
Yeah, except for these aren't rare. You can get as many as you want from me. And I've got every color. I've got the white, black, mint green, cream, blue, red, yellow, not yellow, orange. Did I say green already? I've got that that kind of purple, that hot purple, I guess. The one, I don't have pink knobs, but I've got the ones that I'm calling pink are like that hot purple one that Dave showed that switch tip of. So,
I think Dave was saying earlier he has a small pink knob.
I think I used the word useless nub, and he was just super fast to agree.
Good night, Pascal.
Listen,
thanks
comedy
for getting up, man.
Comedy is comedy, no matter what.
That doesn't matter. That's right.
Good night, Pascal. We love you,
Pascal.
Thank you. Small pink. Oh, it was a nub. That's what it was.
Yeah, small pink. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm really excited about. I mean, like I like coming on here and talking to you guys just about everything. But so I'm sorry if I just start going off about the Tessie switch stuff and the switches and the just all
we enjoy it
that I have. But I'm really excited about the stuff that I have coming on. I'm really excited about the Keeley pedals. I mean, I was thrilled to get those in, and really excited to come on here and show them to you guys. And then I've got another pretty big announcement that'll be coming up here in a few weeks. I've got a lot of new products that I just need to get photographed and put up on the website. But it's a lot of parts. It's like the switch tips, and it's like the Les Paul control plate covers in like a cream or a black or a white. It's, you know, I mean, it's ridiculous stuff, but I'm trying to be that place where I can, you know, somebody can go to my website and sit down if they're doing a mod on their guitar. They want to add a kill switch. They want to add, you know, a cool pick guard. I want to be the guy where they can just get a whole bunch of stuff from me. So I've got pots and like a zillion different kinds of knobs, and I've got, of course, like 300 different kill switch styles. I have DeAndrea pick guards, which are all made. That's where Fender gets their pick guards, so they're all made to Fender specs. I've got.
Will you do a pick guard like this? Can you do that?
I've been trying to come up with a way to do it, because, you know, I've got my my blue gem back there, and I bought a pick guard. Now I'm trying to look for the original pick guard. It's around here somewhere. But I bought a pick guard that that I wanted to put on there so I could put a kill switch in the guitar, but I didn't want to mess up the original pick guard. So I bought one, and what I found out is that Ibanez uses about 6 or 7 different pick guards on the RG style guitars, and I never know which one to get. I mean, I've been wanting to buy a blue mirrored pick guard for that, and I found one on eBay, and I downloaded the guy's spec sheet, and I held it up, and it doesn't match the actual pick guard. So, I mean, it's close, but I don't want to make new holes in this guitar. I just want to use existing. So with this pick guard, I actually made new holes in the pick guard to match up with the existing holes in the guitar. So it looks like crap, but I've thought about just going out and getting the equipment that I need to actually cut my own pick guards. And then I can do custom work if somebody wants to send me a drawing, if somebody wants to, you know, or I could have, you know, templates for the different Ibanez pick guards. I could have templates for, and get some, you know, basically any pattern you'd want on a pick guard, and then just cut it here. I don't know. I mean, I'm not quite ready to. I mean, I have so much going on. Like, just to start doing that I don't even know what that would do to my life. But
I get it. I understand.
But
I know that Jay wants. He's going to need, or he wants a 7-string pick guard, a Universe, for, you know, his 91 black Universe.
Yeah.
But I think he wants just 2 humbuckers. I don't think he wants a single coil in the middle.
Well, that's been the biggest challenge, I think. Sammy in the chat says, later, Tessie. See you, Sammy. Have a good night.
Good night, Sammy.
I think that's the biggest challenge with, I mean, you can find, you know, factory pick guards. Well, Ibanez, it's harder to find, it's easy to find them. It's harder to know that you're buying the right one. And especially, like, even among gems, there's different ones. Like a Gem 7 has a different pick guard than a Gem 7.7, which has a different pick guard than a Gem 7.7.7, which has a different pick guard than the 555, which has a different pick guard than the RG 770. You know, they're all, there's something different. I don't know what the deal was, why they did that, but Fender, when they finally, Fender had kind of the same thing, where the U.S. Strats had a different pick guard than the Mexico Strats, than the Japanese Strats, than the stuff that when they started making in Korea, China, and then Indonesia. And then I think it was around 1998 that some genius over at Fender said, "Hey guys, why don't we just make them all the same?" And so now every Strat that's made since 1998 has that same 11-hole Strat pick guard.
It just makes sense. I mean, unless you're talking, you know, 50s, like real 50s or real 60s Stratocasters, then, you know, I can understand there being, you know, a 1-ply with, you know, what is it, seven screws, or
I think it was, there was an 8-hole and an 11 hole.
Yeah, 8 holes on the 50s and 11 holes
Yeah.
on the 60s. Yes,
Mhm.
and the 60s ones are 3-ply.
Right. Yeah. Whereas the 50 ones were a single
Single
ply.
ply. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it just makes a lot of sense. And I mean, if you're a guy who has an authentic 50s Telly or Strat or something, and you can get. You're probably not really worried about spending a lot of money on a replacement pickguard if that's what you want to do, and you can get the single ply, black plastic or white plastic, and you could have one cut. You could probably get one from like StuMac or All Parts or something that's gonna work.
Or find an original one for about $700.
Yeah, and the thing is, you can go into business making them for $700. So. Or less than. But yeah, I mean, I just so let me ask you guys in the chat and Dave and Johnny as well. So I've been talking to a couple of pickup companies, and I haven't pulled the trigger on any of them yet. But if I were to add pickups, like if I had to choose one brand of pickups, because I'm not going to jump into the pickup market and just start carrying every major brand out there. But if I was to pick up, start carrying, if I were to pick up pickups, what would you like to see in my store?
Pariah.
Okay, Johnny.
I got to try those Pariah pickups.
They're fantastic.
I haven't tried one yet.
They're fantastic.
Everybody keeps talking about those. You said what brand? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Can you get the EVH pickups?
Probably not.
Probably not, because that's.
I would love to, but probably not.
Aside from those, which they need to make, a bunch of them. They need to make single coils. I mean, we've been saying this for years. They should make all different stuff. I would say, well, I'm gonna go with Pariah, even though I haven't tried them yet. That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay. So, what do you guys think in the chat? Pickup brands. Can't believe nobody has said anything.
Because they're all sleeping.
They're all sleeping.
They're like, yeah, these knuckleheads start talking about chickens, I'm gonna tune out.
Man.
I gotta adjust my light here real quick. It's way too bright.
EMG. Ugh.
What's wrong with the EMGs?
You mean EM cheese?
Sean Zimmerman says both D brands. I'm assuming that the D brands are DiMarzio and Duncan. DiMarzio is a strong possibility. Strong possibility. In which case, I would also have the parts like some of their knobs. I would have their straps and cables possibly.
DiMarzio cables are really good.
Their cables are
They're
awesome.
really good.
They're awesome cables. And then certainly, I'd have to kind of figure out what pickups I would want to carry. I'm a huge DiMarzio fan. I mean, I've got DiMarzio pickups in just about every guitar you see up there behind me, and kind of, I don't know, I've put DiMarzios in just about every. I'm a huge fan, and I'm
me too.
I've been tight with Larry DiMarzio for many years, so. And I prefer passive pickups to active. That's I mean, I've got active in a couple of guitars, but I prefer passive.
What do you think about the humbucker from Hell? Do you have any of those?
From Hell? I had that in a Gem 7 PBK. The first Gem 7 PBK.
I love that. The black one with the white pickups in it.
Yeah.
With the white
disappearing pyramids.
White pyramids.
Yeah, and then it was the monkey grip was just an oval. Yes. It wasn't like.
I love that guitar. I want one of those so badly.
So the first one that I owned had one of those, and I thought it was great. I loved the tone of that guitar. A lot of people tell me that the humbucker from hell is not for them. I totally get it. It's a little different. It's not a super high output pickup.
Well, it sounds very single coilish to me.
It does, and then when you use your switch, or if you tap the coil, then it's even more so. But I like the humbucker from hell. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would say it's my favorite, but I do like it.
Yeah, because I have one. I have one, and I tried giving it to Jade. He wanted nothing to do with it.
Well,
he
Jade,
was like, no, thank you, because he needed a pickup at one point for one of his guitars.
Yeah,
and
well, maybe he's looking for thinking about something that's higher active. I'll just say the humbucker from hell, I think it's a bad rap, because if you're expecting a tone zone or an evolution or something, it's not that. It's a different pickup. It sounds totally different. It has a different feel, and I think in a lot of ways the nice thing about the tone zone, the tone zone, or the tone zone. What was the first one? Was the super distortion?
Dave's favorite
was Larry's.
I got him.
That was his first design, and he's had a lot of success with that, and it's because when he was first starting out, it was one of his clients was Ace Frehley. There are all these New York guys. Ace Frehley kept coming back and saying, "Hey, can you re-wrap my humbucker?" And so basically, what Larry did to Ace's pickup the first time he repaired it, he kind of stuck to that formula that turned into the super distortion. And that's been kind of the foundation on which DiMarzio is built. So everything that you see now came out of that super distortion pickup. It was higher output. That's why Ace liked it, because now suddenly, like, his guitar is making this godly roar that he had never heard before from a Gibson pickup, And
I was going to ask you, what was that original pickup? Was it a Gibson pickup?
It was a Gibson. Yeah, it was a Gibson. I mean, I don't know what they were back in those days, but it would probably be whatever the equivalent. Oh, probably. You know what? It probably was like, if it's a bridge pickup, it was probably like the 490 T, which are not bad pickups, but they're not high output. They were designed at a time when high output wasn't in style. And then you got, in the 70s, you got guys like Seymour Duncan, Larry DiMarzio, Bill Lawrence. Who was the other one? Larry DiMarzio worked with Bill Lawrence, and
Seth Lover.
Yeah, Seth Lover. Well, Seth Lover was way earlier than that. Seth Lover was designing the pickups in the 60s. And that was, I mean, there was real inconsistent manufacturing techniques, where now you can, you put a digital counter on a winding machine, and you're going to know every single time that I've got 10,853 wraps on copper wraps on this bobbin. So yeah, I mean, the humbucker from hell, it's not going to be high output like a super distortion, like a tone zone or an evolution. Like, basically those are like the historically, like, bread and butter of DiMarzio pickups. But yeah, the humbucker from hell, I like it a lot. It's just not. It's not what you expect out of maybe a DiMarzio pickup. Now, what I love in the single coil shaped humbucker, I love the injector, the Paul Gilbert injector pickups. They're very stratty, but they're humbuckers, so you don't get the hum.
Yeah, those are very cool. I like the cruisers. The Andy Timmons single coil.
Yep, those are good.
I love those. I'm also gonna have to say goodnight, guys. I'm like fading out here.
Oh, but this was our 24-hour marathon, man.
Well, you cover it. You got Tessie there. You guys cover it.
We were doing a sleep stream later, dude.
Sleep stream.
No sleep streams. I got to get going.
Hey,
Rob,
I'm gonna catch a couple of Z's in my chair.
yeah, Rob, you take care of yourself, John.
All right, you too, Dave.
And everyone in the chat, good night.
Goodbye. Oh, there he goes.
There he goes.
Look at that. Now there's no boxes on the bottom, huh, you guys?
Now it's just you know, you get Rob, you get Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
So what we should do is just see how long we can be quiet. Let's like just be still and be quiet and see how many people go, hey, did you guys freeze up?
Mm-hmm. Well, see, it'll well now since there's no third, it just shows whoever's talking.
Yeah, right.
So
all right, well, I'm gonna do something. I gotta pick my nose. Will you just talk for a minute?
Yeah. See that's how it is. That's how it is what you do is you tell the other person to talk, and then what I do this all the time with Nesdal. If it's just him and I'll say, hey, can you say something real quick? He'll say something, I'll pull my fader down. And so it's just stuck on him. You know? Rick Hefner, what guitar you have on the stand behind me? That's a 1983 Hamer Phantom. Right there.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Great guitars. Yeah, that's a Seymour Duncan 59 in the bridge right there. A Fender Squire single coil right above that, and then I think this would probably be DiMarzio, some early '80s DiMarzio single coil.
Very cool, very cool. So yeah, I'm Johnny. I'm a pickup nerd. There was a time where I would have probably said that I've probably used more pickups than, I mean, probably not than everybody, but most people out there, because I was getting pickups from companies left and right, and I would throw them into a guitar. It's actually how I got good with my electronics, because I screwed up so many pickup installs that eventually it was like it got to the point where I made the same mistake so many times that I knew not to make that mistake anymore. And I kind of learned about wiring just from trial and error.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it started out with, okay, I know that this wire goes here. I know this wire goes here, because that's what I pulled it off of. Like I used to make diagrams of which wires went where on a 5-way switch and on the tone knob. And until finally I did it so many times. Like I think there's one year where I probably in my own guitars did 50 different pickup swaps.
Wow, that's cool.
Well, let me ask you guys in the chat, and Johnny, you too, what do you think of lace pickups?
Lace sensors, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, a sensor is one of the lines, and honestly,
okay.
That's the sub brand, I guess, of the one that really put them on the map, because they were supplying those pickups to the it was kind of like the first noiseless single coil pickup, or this maybe first stacked humbucker is really what it was.
Mm-hmm.
But they were using those. They started using them in the Eric Clapton Fender Signature Strat in the 90s, maybe in the late 80s.
I think in the 80s. I remember sitting there at a local music store when I first started playing, seeing a poster of it said Clapton, and it had him, and it had the Clapton Strat, and I think the pickups were the lace sensors.
Yeah. And so they had this I think the silver ones are the ones that so they're designated by different ink color where it says lace sensor. And so they have the silver ones, which are the 3 silvers in the Clapton Strat, and then they had blue, red, and gold.
Mm-hmm.
And then you know what? And then they ended up doing like a green one. I mean, just kind of like a lot of different derivatives of this pickup, which they were all cool in their own way, but yeah, they sounded great. And then you guys know they came out with are they called Illumitone? The Illumitone pickups. The Illumitone pickups it's like the world's smallest coil in here. It's still a copper wrapped magnet.
Mm-hmm.
But the copper wrapped magnet part of it is like half of the size of this kill switch. that's tucked underneath a bent piece of aluminum that's kind of goes out like this, and it's super thin, super light. And then there's like 2 magnetic strips that are like I don't know, maybe like 4 millimeters thick that turn it into the humbucker. But there's different ways that they can. Oh, hey, Islander Winder says that none of those pickups were available from Gibson at that time. Dirty Fingers was from the 80s. So Islander Winder, what would Ace Frehley have been using in like 74? What pickup would have come on a 74 Les Paul? That's the question that we want to know. But yeah, so they have Alumatones. They've got their the Hemi pickups, which are just a standard, you know, thicker magnets, thicker coil on it. And I like those guys a lot. I got to know the guys over at Lace Pickups, and I'm big fans of them as people, and I like their pickups.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
But you know, if I'm going to bring pickups into my shop, I want to make sure that I'm going to sell them. I don't, you know, I have a lot of pickups in my collection, but I'm not looking to collect any more pickups. I want to sell them.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I haven't tried the Pariah stuff yet, although I keep hearing about them.
I hear a lot about those. Yeah, I think I'll reach out to him, and we've communicated on some different things. And I know that we have some common connections. A lot of guys are getting like the Pariah pickups and a Tessie switch, and you know, it's a common mod. In fact, I think one of my artists is this kid from Georgia, and his name is Stratton. First name Stratton James, and he's 16 years old. He plays in a Van Halen tribute called 84. And you can go to my YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel and check out his the videos that I took of a show that he did locally. The kid has got every chop that you would expect, and he's, I mean, for me being an old guy and watching this kid who was like not even born yet when I got out of high school pull this stuff off so flawlessly, and he's got like the picking patterns are great. He's nailing the solos. Yeah, Amanda Coombs says he kicks ass. She was watching. I was doing some live streams at the show, and she was watching it. The kid is like, he's got great stage presence. Steve Carmichael, they're in your town. You need to see him if you haven't. The guy that does Dave Roth is super energetic, and he's got a great voice. They really capture the essence of Van Halen. Like the drummer has got this big Alex Van Halen kit that he uses. That, yeah, I mean, it's kind of a ridiculous monstrosity, which is exactly what you got to do if you're doing a tribute band. And as far as tributes go, I mean, those guys nail it. And just like every Van Halen tribute that you've ever seen, like for some reason, Michael Anthony is never like a good Michael Anthony tribute, but everybody else is pretty good. I mean, he's a great player and he's got the vocal chops, but like he doesn't look anything like Michael Anthony. He tries to dress like him, which is he's got that going for him. I mean, they're all great musicians, and a fantastic show, a lot of fun.
Yeah, none of the Michael Anthonys ever look like Michael Anthony. But they always look like the same guy. You know? Yeah,
they are. Yeah.
Although there was one, the guy who was in Van Halen. What was his name? He's not their bass player anymore. I met him at the NAMM show some years back. And I actually, when he met Michael Anthony, I'm the one taking the picture of them together. Because I was standing next to him.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, what's his name? I can't think of his name. But he actually kind of looked like Michael Anthony. He kind of had his look.
Yeah, I mean, if I was gonna do it, I mean, I'm too tall, but if I was gonna do a Michael Anthony thing, I would definitely want to put a wig on, just so that I have that kind of like you know, like 1984 Michael Anthony hair, a little feathered, you know.
Cool.
Jeff T says, who would play Michael Anthony in a movie? Just so that we could say it, I would cast Anthony Michael Hall.
Anthony Michael Hall as
Michael
Anthony. Or Michael Anthony by Anthony Michael Hall. Oh, that's confusing.
No, it'd be a good time.
Wow. What time is it? 8 o'clock. So was it 10 o'clock where you are?
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock?
Straight up.
Straight up. What do you think? Are you good?
I'm good, man. Thanks again for having me on. You guys that weren't in on the show earlier, go back and check the replay. Check out some of the Keeley pedals that I demoed. I hope the sound, like I hope the stream did the sound job. I know it didn't, because these pedals, like, they're blowing me away how good they are. And don't forget that go to my website, tessieswitch.com, and use the coupon code. You get 15% off of Keeley pedals. You get 15% off of Bullet cable. You get 15% off of these T1 stainless steel guitar picks, which are incredible.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
I gotta try those, man. Those look really cool.
And then, obviously the Tessie switch stuff, any of my other switches, parts, knobs, pick guards, whatever you need. And I don't know how many people we got watching right now, but I also love hearing suggestions. Hey man, have you ever thought about making this or carrying this or selling, Jeff T, you can't go wrong with Keeley. You can't. You really can't. I mean, even pedals that you think, man, this is going to be a weirdo, like the synth pedal that I demoed, that synth pedal. There's some nuance to it for sure. Like I discovered, like, don't pick too hard, but as long as you're not overdriving the input of that pedal, you're getting something really beautiful out of it, and very cool. So I have videos of all of the pedals on the website that and it's not like me sitting there with my phone trying to demo it like I was doing on Instagram the last couple of days, but these are the Keeley videos where, I mean, they're very well done, but you get a good idea of what these pedals can do, what they sound like. And they have they're pretty stringent about their map policy. If you guys don't know about map, look it up, I guess, but minimum advertised price. So I can't advertise these at any sort of a discount, except for that they have given special permission to the dealers right now to allow 15% off. So I did that with those, and it's an opportunity. You can save pretty good money because the pedals aren't like ridiculous. It's not like Strymon pedals, or they're not like $400 or $500, but the workstations that have a lot of different things inside, like $299. So it's a good opportunity to find one of these pedals and get a really good discount on it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. Great talking to you, man.
Yeah,
always great.
Always great.
Always great.
Next time I'm going to wear a pink hat and I'm going to swear a lot.
Okay, awesome. Oh man, I miss John, man. I miss him.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Gonna have to. I think we'll see him Tuesday.
All right, I'll be watching on Tuesday.
Awesome.
That was fun. That was fun with Caleb and Hal though. This last Tuesday. Like Hal is truly hilarious.
He's great.
Yeah,
he's great. All right, everybody, keep rocking. Leave a thumbs up. Subscribe. There you go. Go to Tessie Switch.
Save some money by spending some money.
Awesome.
The discount code is good till Tuesday, till Monday. On Tuesday it goes away. So get your order placed this weekend.
Cool. Very cool. What was I gonna say? Gonna say something. John BL, I know he bailed. John BL, I'll see you tomorrow night. Saturday Night Live is our Saturday night program.
Oh yeah.
We'll be doing that midnight Eastern, 9 o'clock Pacific. We have a great time. And real quick, you guys, everybody who's left in here, I'm going to send you guys over. There we go. Head on over to Joe Wentz. There's the link to Joe. Joe is live right now. Head on over to Joe's channel and type in Johnny Beane Raid. There we go. Spell that right? I'm not. E. How do I spell my name?
Are they doing it?
Did I do that right?
Well, I clicked it. I got it.
There we go. Head on over to Joe's show right now and type in the chat Johnny Beane Raid. See how many people we can get over there.
Jay's watching his show. What a dick.
Let's see. There we go. Okay, I saw it. There's Tessie Switch.
Jeff T.
I'm going to turn him up. There we go. Yeah, there we go. I'm seeing you guys over there.
There we go.
Awesomes. Awesome. Yeah, everybody. Head on over there. Type in Johnny Beane Raid in the chat.
I forgot he was in Poison too. Right. That's right. He got kicked out because he slept with the bassist's wife.
There's the link.
That's what I heard.
There we go.
There's the link.
All right.
There you go. So jump in there and just type this. There it is. Oh, I gotta do it too. I'm over there. I'm over there too. Ed Dana, I'm trying to send you guys over there. He's telling people I'm live. That's like what I said earlier. That's something I know it's nice to do, but like when a channel's live, you never mention in that channel that another channel's live, because that's not cool. Because what you do is you take away from their audience. There we go. Although, if you guys want to jump bail from another channel and come here, that's always appreciated.
Bring him over. That's funny.
All right, everybody. Yeah, jump over there if you're still watching.
Yeah,
jump over to Joe's chat right now because we're
Go
leaving.
do it.
We're leaving.
All right. Good night.
All right, we're out of here. All right. Good night, Tessie.
Good night, Johnny.
All right. See everybody later. See you guys tomorrow. Saturday Night Live. All right. johnnybeane.com. Good night.